Oh, hey. What's going on? Polly Mack in the chat writes the following. I mentioned Azzo's name at Ed's Fine Imports in Markham, Ontario, and they actually ended up charging 15% more. That can happen.
It's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now. Got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion. Going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back. Giving players all the props, or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K,
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? It's Sid. It is Monday, July the 13th. One of the busiest sports days on the calendar. Check that. Home Run Derby tonight. That's it. That's all that's going on tonight. But if you think we don't have things to discuss, you are incorrect. I would also like to acknowledge, because I know sometimes the Sick anthem makes it onto the audio pod, and sometimes it doesn't. But I think most of you by now have heard it. S-I-C-K on the run. This chat room, whenever we play it, is like 80% that's a banger, and 20% what is this? What am I hearing? I'm on team, it's a banger. I think Azzo's on team, it's a banger. I don't know if I loved it at first. Full disclosure to the Sick Media folks, I think they know. I like that track right now. And we hear it every day. You know how easy it is to not like a song you hear every day? It's very simple. I love that song. And to the 80% of you, I'm with you. To the 20% who don't like it, you are entitled to your opinion. It's a free country. Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media. We're live on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Great to see everyone. Quick story. It's a bit you see now and again, and I'm not a fan of it, and it's been a figure of speech forever. But the phrase, it's so hot you can fry an egg, is a tale as old as time. But last night during TSN's CFL coverage of the Rough Riders and the Ticats, they actually fried an egg. It was so hot in Regina yesterday. It was ridiculously hot. You know what wasn't hot? The Ticats offense. Shout out Jake Dolagala doing his best. But the Green Riders did it. And it's hot in Regina. It was hot in Miami over the weekend for a World Cup quarterfinal between Norway and England. And it is hot here in Toronto this week. My God, we have a heat warning. To give you an idea of how hot it is in Toronto this week, in Miami on Saturday, it felt like 44 degrees, while Norway and England were running around losing like 10 pounds per player based on sweat. So it felt like 44 degrees Saturday. Tomorrow in Toronto will feel like 46. And I believe we have, couple that with some forest fire smoke coming in, the worst air quality in the Western Hemisphere right now. We did it. We're number one. Jays are in last, whatever. Number one in worst air quality in Toronto. These things happen. So if I feel loopy, or if Azo feels loopy, the reason is we're poisoned. The air is poison. But we'll get through it. We have a ton of content today. And great to talk to you all. And thank you once again for making us a part of your day. Quick story. Quick story that's going to turn into an hour.
There's a second one.
Yes.
Second story.
Quick story. One of my favorite movies ever is Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, back in, I believe it was 1993, made, like within weeks of its release, Steven Spielberg movie, within weeks of its release, made $1 billion. Like it was that popular. Groundbreaking stuff. Story about an island, like 100 miles off the coast of Costa Rica, a fictitious island, where a bunch of rich people got DNA of dinosaurs that wasn't filled out properly. So humans, in this race for commercialism, figured out the rest of the DNA for the dinosaurs and made an island of dinosaurs. It's like SeaWorld, but of dinosaurs. And if the whales could eat you. And for the record, they can't. But that was the bit. And shout out to Sam Neill, who passed away today at the age of 78, who played Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park. Died today at 78. I got to be honest, I don't know where Sam's kind of acting career went after Jurassic Park. I know he made cameos in the others, for sure. And don't get me wrong, based on how much money that movie made, I think Sam was doing fine. I don't think Sam needed an Oscar or multiple Oscar noms to be fulfilled in his acting career. He did okay. But Sam died today at 78. And for any of you out there like me of a certain vintage, Jurassic Park was legit, man. Legit. Some of the best special effects I've ever seen in a movie. I think I saw it twice in the theater. If you didn't see it in the theater, you messed up. That was a quintessential theater movie. For some of you young people listening, a theater is where we used to go watch movies. Not just Taylor Swift concerts. And Love Island screenings, which I think is going on now. I think that's the big thing. Yeah, people are going to the theater to watch Love Island. I'm serious. I think this is a thing. I don't know. I'm not about that life. But Sam Neill passed away. And it got me thinking of the movie. Like, the movie was basically how some folks stumbled upon something that became so big you couldn't control it anymore. They made dinosaurs for show. And let's just say, spoiler alert, they couldn't control the dinosaurs after a while. It was like they're Frankenstein, and then what do you do with it? A lot of good messages in that movie when you think about it. And at some point, when something grows so big, it's out of control, it's out of your hands, you don't know how to control it. You don't know how to control the messaging. And it got me to think that at some point in 2025, things got so big for the Toronto Blue Jays, it kind of was out of their control. Like, let's go back to last year at this time, shall we? The Blue Jays are entering this All-Star break 6 games below 500. You know where they were last year at this time? 14 games above 500. The Blue Jays. And by the way, the Jays went into that All-Star break 14 games above 500, and they lost 3 of 4 going into the break. Remember they had those weird games in Sacramento against the A's, and John Schneider got thrown out and then had to walk like 9 miles into the outfield? Do you remember that one? That's kind of, they ended it weird. But you remember the game I'm talking about. Schneider got so mad, he had to walk off the field down the left field line. It was just a weird end of the first half. But the Jays were still 14 games above 500. And this monster was growing that the Jays had developed. And the vibes were high. For the listening audience, we're looking at a team photo from 2025. Oh, these were the days. Addison Barger not pulling a shoulder, eating a burger. Davis Schneider wondering, man, I'm just happy to be here. Vladdy and Springer smiling like they're in an Uncrustables commercial. Popkins as serious as a heart attack, bottom right. But like the vibes were high this time last year. Jays were 14 games above 500. And momentum was growing. And the feeling inside the team of confidence was growing. The vibes in the fan base growing. I wasn't on air at that time. I'm lucky because I would have denounced all of it. I didn't think any of it was real. Any of it. They were a last place team in 2024. I was having a hard time, truthfully, and I don't have to say this, but I'll say it. I was having a hard time last year at this time buying that. And I bet you there were folks inside the Jays organization who maybe felt the same way. Not going to say it outwardly, but inwardly they're like, we're 14 games above 500 at the All-Star break here. This is kind of strange. And then the season progresses, as we all know. It's a well-told tale. The Jays are within 1 out of winning the World Series. That happened. Sorry if I just triggered some of you. Sorry, check that. They were within 3 Schneider pitching decisions of winning the World Series. Trey Savage, home run. Jeff Hoffman, home run. Shane Bieber, home run. The Holy Trinity, as they say, for John Schneider. And by then, the Jays were a monster. All season tickets were basically sold for this year at triple the damn price, and I understand why. Whole new vibe at the ballpark. There's a bar in right field. Oh, my God. And new seats coming. Whole new section being built, 200 level behind home plate. Now's the time to capitalize if you're the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, they haven't, have they? Yesterday was the unofficial end of the first half of the Major League Baseball season before the All-Star break kicks in. All-Star game goes tomorrow. Home Run Derby goes tonight. More on that in a second. But the feeling that we all left with last season has left, like rather quickly. And there's a lot to get into, not just in how the season ended over the last 4 or 5 series, and some of them were good, but specifically yesterday, like there was this vision of the final pitch of the first half for me yesterday spoke volumes. This is Mason Miller on the mound for the Padres, locking it down like he usually does. after the whole Jeff Hoffman 8th inning thing. We'll get to that in a second. But this is the pitch that Mason Miller threw to Toronto's $500 million player. For the listening audience, it's like maybe 18 inches off the plate and away. Jen Powell, who had a rough day, even knew that was a ball. And Vladdy cannot hold off, a.k.a. he couldn't wait for the first half to end, and he just swung at it anyway. I felt like Vladdy was ready for the All-Star break when that pitch was thrown, personally. Sid, are you saying he quit on the pitch? Maybe, yes. Yes. What are you going to do about it? That's exactly what I'm saying. What are you going to do about it? Look at that. Look at that. $500 million player. That's like a rookie in his second major league at bat trying to get something on one of the best arms in baseball, Mason Miller. Blue Jays are 6 games under 500. And on top of that, the Boston Red Sox, who fired their manager on April the 25th, couldn't hit or pitch, have leapfrogged the Jays. And the Jays, for the first time since I believe April 18th, are last in the American League East at the All-Star break. The Red Sox have been ass. Roman Anthony got hurt. They haven't had any pitching. The clubhouse was mad at ownership for not talking to them before firing Alex Cora. The thing was a mess. It was a mess. But the Red Sox have now won 10 straight. How do you like that? The last place team from 2024 that almost won a World Series in 2025 is back in last place. One of these realities is the true reality with the Toronto Blue Jays. I think I know which one it is. I'll let you figure it out for yourself. And the fascinating part of all this, and I'll get into this with Azzo and you in a second, is the trade deadline is 21 days away. What do you do with this? What is this? Because there's 3 things you can do. You can buy, sell, or... Do I have to explain? Or do we know what that is, Azzo?
I think we know.
I think we know. It's nothing. We'll get into that in a second. I think it's a very interesting discussion about what you do. But one of the many things John Schneider said yesterday, boy, was he talkative yesterday. But one of the many things John Schneider, manager of the Blue Jays, hit on yesterday was the obvious big picture framing of what exactly has gone on here in the first 4-ish months of the season. And in typical Schneider fashion, there's PR with a touch of reality in it. Not often do we get the reality, but there's a touch of it. This is what John Schneider said post-game after a first half of the season, which saw the Jays finish dead last in the American League East.
He's going to have confidence in the guys, all of them. They've all been through a lot, good, bad, and indifferent. So the fact that it hasn't gone as smooth as we had hoped at this point gives me confidence that it'll even out. There's a difference between panic and a difference between knowing that you have pieces that can get better to make this go a little bit more smooth and a little bit more consistently. So that gives me a lot of hope. I think sitting over the break with a not great taste in your mouth will be good for some guys, and we'll see a lot about ourselves when the break's over.
I just want to quickly go back to that one part of the quote where John Schneider said there's a difference between panicking and a difference between you got the guys and guys are, and you know the guy and the guys are good and you know they're great quote. Great quote. Convincing. Oh, captain, my captain. Convincing. But the one thing he said there at the end was damn correct, and Kevin Gausman kind of went down this road as well. First 2 weeks after the break, which starts this coming Friday at home against the White Sox team that's one of the best we've seen in maybe 15 years. I don't know if it's 15 years. It feels like it's 15 years. These first 2 weeks are everything. Again, 21 days away is the MLB trade deadline. I am still of the opinion this is not the group to spend assets on. I don't think it's a smart thing to do. And if you're the Jays, you're already sold out for this year. I don't see the need if you don't think the team is worth it. Now, obviously, they've needed pitching the whole time. What the hell have they done about it? Nothing. So don't tell me that Ross Atkins will be in some big hurry come Monday, August the 3rd. And guess what? Azzo and I will be here. Quick meeting with myself. We're on Monday, August the 3rd. That's a Monday. Okay. Monday, August the 3rd is a Monday.
Okay, I'll be here.
Are you free?
I'll be here.
Azzo's here. Azzo hasn't missed a show, for the record. I've missed many. But the Jays, half a season removed from being 1 out away from winning the World Series, are last in their division. It's like something got a little too big for them and got away from the Blue Jays. The hype can be a bit much. It can. And like in Jurassic Park, there are moments where it looks bigger than life, and there are moments where it looks rather prehistoric. I'm not saying the Jays are about to go extinct this season, but there's a meteor coming. We'll see how it goes. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Sydney.
I love Jurassic Park, man. What a great movie.
Why did you say it's
Park.
a fictitious island?
It is a fictitious island.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, you thought that was a real island?
Yeah, why wouldn't there be?
It's a movie because they make it up. But they put it in a spot where
I refuse to believe that. It's real.
It was look it up.
That's why there's been so many of them.
Is the island on Jurassic Park real or not? I'm pretty sure it's fake. Now they put it in a part.
Yes, why are you ruining my Monday?
They put it in a part of the world where like you would believe it. Like, oh,
Right.
120 miles off the coast of Costa Rica. Sure. Something kind of that remote.
Oh, you just
Sure.
ruined it for me. That sucks. A couple good comments before we get going here. Germo Tank, the Lost World ... series. That's the relation he thought you were making with Jurassic Park. I
Oh
believe
my
it was the
God,
second one.
sorry, it took
The
me a
Lost
second.
World series.
Germo Tank. A comment in the chat so good I needed a moment.
That's really
well
good.
played. Well played.
Tanya, in terms of the upcoming trade deadline, can we trade the manager? Question mark.
Someone in the chat said, sorry, I wanted to pull it. They said Schneider's gone in the first week after they return. I doubt that heavily.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a bit
ride
much.
it out.
That's a bit much.
And Chris Betty told me to tee up that take it easy clip. Is that what John Schneider just told us in that clip you played? Hey,
Maybe.
Take it easy.
Maybe.
Take it easy.
We need, that's our first button.
I know. We really do need
Take it easy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the All-Star break. Okay.
Dude, we got to call Mark and figure out.
I know, I will.
We have 6 buttons sitting there. Azzo's been so busy. Like we haven't had
we got
the time.
now. We'll do it. I'll get it
Because
done
that button alone, due diligence, Pelly and Jorge Jesus, the new national team head coach for the Portuguese national team, has to go on the punt.
I mean, if they got dragons in the dugout, why can't Jurassic Park be real? What are you talking about? Come on.
I'm just saying.
What's going on here? Don't ruin this.
Jack in the chat, Puff the Desperate Dragon. I thought the dragon was going to fix everything.
Dude, but like to Schneider's point, like you got the guys here. It's been 96 games. When are they going to show up?
Well, okay. Well, first thing, George Springer's done.
Yeah. He's guessing.
Because the thing, he's guessing, like, because yesterday was the weirdest one ever. Like, they need a home run. Springer, like, they have 4 days off coming up. Springer's on the bench yesterday.
I know.
For the whole game. And then I'm like, that's weird. And then I remembered Saturday night, he went 0 for 5 and left 6 men on base.
Yeah.
He's hitting 218, Springer. Springer is done. He's done. Whatever juice you got out of that lemon last year, that was it. There's nothing left on Springer.
See, but that's what bothers me. Like, we all saw a little bit of a regression coming. Like, maybe not to this point, but like 2 years ago, it wasn't that good. An awful spring everybody was freaking out about last year. And like, yeah, he had one of his career years, but we all knew it's the last year of his contract. Nobody expected the same thing out of him. But did they do anything to back him up, to replace him or whatever? I don't know.
Christopher in the chat with another Jurassic Park reference.
Okay.
We'll do this all day.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this. Shout out Sam Neill. Rest in peace, Sam Neill. Christopher writes, I'll go reset the breakers by myself. Famous last words. Yep.
Is that what John Schneider said? Or what did he say? He's sending the kids to his room to think about what they've done?
Yes.
Like, that's
Something
basically
like that.
what he said, right?
Yes.
They'll sit there over the All-Star break and think about it because, yeah, there were some big, like, I was going to say, what do I call it? Brain farts, brain freezes?
There was a lot
yesterday. Like, man, they gave that away.
Well, listen.
And I get everybody blaming Hoffman. He's been good for the last month, but again, you can just tell when he doesn't have it. And you just leave him out there to cost the game.
Dude, I figured out who Jeff Hoffman is. He's Randy Orton. Because Randy Orton would lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah.
And RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It took days, weeks, but you would think you were safe from Randy Orton's RKO until it came out of nowhere. And Hoffman does this thing where for a month he gives up like one run.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Jeff Hoffman's fine. Boom! You're unconscious.
And to your point, it's
unconscious.
The undercard matches where he's fine. Then when he gets into the main event, doesn't show up.
100%.
Or gets hurt. Or
100%.
gets hurt or something happens. So
that's Jeff.
I like that.
Jeff Hoffman is RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He will lull you into sleep for weeks. And then, one run lead.
And you know what annoys me? How can they not fix how many guys just steal off him? Like, guys just run at will on him. We can't correct that or find a way to like slow that down.
But he doesn't. Like Jeff Hoffman does. There was a moment in that eighth inning where clearly the tying runs in scoring position. Manny Machado's allowed to swing for the fences anytime he wants. Correct?
Of course.
Anytime he wants. Bloop to center field.
Yeah.
Tie game. That's it. That's a team play. You don't think Manny Machado, if he geared up on Hoffman, could have put it in the metal building in left field, the old brick building?
If you sit on him and wait for one right down the middle, which he's going to do once he gets into trouble.
Of course he could have.
That's going to happen.
Of course he could have. No, tying runs on base, bloop single.
Let's talk about the other brain fart that made Hoffman stay in that inning.
Well, hold on. Okay. Before we get to that, I do like the stealing bases off Hoffman thing.
Yeah, it's
because after Machado gets to second base, they lift him for a pinch runner. What effort did the Jays make in any way to stop that runner from going to third?
And he just got a running start and went.
Zero effort. He's the go-ahead run. Not Kirk, not Hoffman, no one on that field, not Okamoto, no one made an effort. Now, I know Okamoto and Hoffman still kind of mad at each other for the last time they tried to hold a runner. There was an issue between Okamoto and Hoffman potentially, right? But earlier in the game, when Gausman's really struggling, what do they do at first base? They have him check the runner at first.
Right.
With like a not-so-light toss on a fatigued arm. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the go-ahead runs at... I'm starting to think John Schneider's not good at this. I'm starting to think.
See it coming? Like, that's what I mean. I don't know. What do you mean? That's the American League All-Star manager. What are you talking about?
It is true.
Come on.
Will in the chat. They took it easy on the pinch runner. Very good.
Okay, just run. Okay,
yes.
Just run.
Hold on. You want to read this one from Dan? Read this one from Dan.
Which one?
You just put one up. Never mind.
Sorry.
I got one from Mike. All he writes is, we hear voices in our head. They come to me. They understand. They come to me. Hoffman.
Sorry, Dan's I put up by accident, but I'll still read it. I see World Series in October, but the Jays are nowhere near it.
Oh!
Damn.
Boom face.
Because I meant to put the one
Boom
you said
face.
earlier.
Okay, so that's one of the lack of defense on base runners on Hoffman.
It's the same thing
is
costing them
unbelievable.
stuff all the time.
100%.
Like, what happened to all those little things Schneider used to proclaim, like, we're going to fix, we're working on this little stuff? They can't do it. What's this team's strength? That's my problem with it. Where are they finding it? The defense isn't there like it was last year. The hitting's not there. Like, dude, they got one batter, and it's a new guy with double-digit home runs still at the All-Star break. One guy.
Okamoto.
Kazuma
Okamoto.
One guy with double-digit home runs. Like, what happened?
Jack in the chat, hang on to your butts. Shout out Samuel L. Jackson for that line.
Like, honestly, what is this?
What is Hey, guys, what is this? It's your team.
Yes.
John?
Not working on anything. But what's their strength? I mean, I guess starting pitching, because they're not like, there are days the starting pitching shows up and keeps them in games, but this team can't. And the bullpen's not that bad either. It's just, man.
Well, they didn't need Tommy Nance. They traded him Friday. Did you see that?
I did. Oh, I did.
They traded Tommy Nance. Let's find this.
I've got it.
'Cause this is significant. Okay, I got it. Tommy Nance was traded, plus like $250,000 of international bonus pool money, which is important if you want to sign international players. That's not nothing. They traded Tommy Nance, who was out of options, and they thought they were going to lose him, to Minnesota for catching prospect Ryan Sprock, a kid who seems intriguing, but it's not going to help you in any way over the next 2 years at least, maybe
A?
3.
Yeah.
And but this is my issue with the Jays. They find pitchers who can pitch more than 1 inning in relief offensive. Do you not notice that?
Yeah.
The Jays do not want any pitchers pitching more than an inning. It goes against their plan of winning.
It truly seems that way.
The most taxed bullpen in the game right now. Oh. And probably if you went back to that asshat John Schneider's resume, since he started with the Jays, I bet you no teams use more bullpen arms and innings than the Toronto Blue Jays. Since John Schneider's been running the team.
It feels that way.
100%. And you trade away a guy, like he's not Mason Miller, but he can like relieve some people here.
Well,
give some people some help.
And they worked him all the way back from his injury and like then got him involved again. I'm telling you, they don't know what to do. And then they pick up all these guys and then they got to either DFA them or do something like that. Just trade them to get something back.
100%.
It is crazy.
Because Azzo and I are sitting here just kind of finishing up, and that came down the newswire Friday, and we're like, dude, Scorpio Canuck in the chat, Sid, I think you mean their plan of losing is what you meant to say. Well, for this season, yeah. Naz in the chat, as Gibby once said, it's nut cutting time.
Gibby.
I just want to get a Gibby in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him though. It's not good. No, I can't even do a Gibby. I might give
Try
it
Gibby. Try
no,
Gibby.
I can't.
3, 2, 1.
I can't. See, and they're saying Chris Betty, Gosman's out of gas. I can't do a Gibby at all. I'm gonna.
You want to knock it down?
That's pretty good.
My course line.
How do you not love Gibby?
No one got more hammered in the clubhouse after getting ejected than John Gibbons.
Maybe during the game, during some of those seasons.
Oh, man. My brother Alex always throws out the gif of Gibby with the guns. Do you remember Gibby with the guns in the dugout? He's like,
good.
One of my all-time favorites. Scorpio Canuck just said it. I miss Gibby guns. Would Blue Jay fans be okay with a third tour of duty with John Gibbons? I'm just asking. I mean,
you bring some like entertainment or like somebody people like.
They love Gibby.
Until they don't. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But with the expectations on this team, it is pretty crazy how far they've fallen. And it made us all forget about 2024 and them finishing in last place. So for your point of view that you didn't truly believe it, either did I. But then they were rolling in the playoffs. Like they did it for the rest of the season. But again, what they did last year is so hard to do it for 162 games. I told you at the beginning of the year, fully stand by it. They did nothing to really solidify the lineup. They just rested on everything they got from those guys last year and just thought they'd get that and more.
Full disclosure, I would have had some hilarious takes sitting online about what I thought about this Jays. I was not buying it.
Well, even this year,
I was not buying it.
I brought up the top 4 in the order and how I thought they needed to do more to solidify. And people are like, you're complaining about a lineup that went to the World Series, and it's like, well, we'll see.
But is it good?
Yeah.
Like I think what you're seeing here. First off, the kid in the chat, Flu Hardy leads with 50 appearances this season in all of baseball. 4 other Jays in the top 10. Whoa.
And I think again he had 56 last year total, so he's like almost there.
Dude.
It's crazy.
You think you've seen bad now. These guys are, and justifiably, are going to break down at some level. And I'm not mad at any of them.
No.
I'm not mad at any of them for breaking down like that.
Because it's how they're used. They use it recklessly. You're right, to the bullpen where they don't like guys trying to go out, like when they're feeling it. That's what I mean. Like, are they watching the same thing? Again, you can tell when Hoffman doesn't have it, when he's off and when he's nervous. And you can tell when a pitcher's on. And it's like, nope, next guy out. Let's go.
Richard in the chat, how much of the bullpen usage is Schneider and how much are the khakis, to quote Blair and Barker? What do you think?
They got to be on the same page about it. Like, I used to feel like with the starters, they used to tell them when to get out of it. But at this point, how many years has Schneider done this? It's got to be on Schneider, too. I'm sorry.
And he can't skate on this.
He can't.
If you're going to give Schneider credit for winning games, which he did last year, great. You can't say all of a sudden he has nothing to do with the most overworked bullpen by a country mile in Major League Baseball. And not just this year.
And here's the thing, like, you can manage like that in the playoffs, in the postseason, but you can't manage like that in the regular season. You can't do that for 162 days.
I would argue in Game 7 you can't do that either.
But by that time they were starting to feel it, right?
Oh, the whole thing.
They had relievers, or they had starters as relievers.
The whole thing was unraveling in the bullpen by Game 6.
I'm telling you, they lost the World Series in that 18-inning game because they were just as reckless in that game as they were in every other one.
But also in terms of like figuring people out. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to go any further, Azzo, before talking about Trey Savage.
Okay.
I was really concerned with Trey Savage Saturday.
Yeah.
And what really freaked me out is, look, Trey Savage comes into the lexicon of Toronto sports last September and October, and it is one of the great wow moments we've seen in a while.
Without a doubt.
Fun. That 12-6 delivery, the shots of the Yankees, like future Hall of Famers walking back to the dugout, talking to other Yankees, going, "What do we do with this?" That's how messed up Savage looked when he got up here. Well, there's now tape on Trey Savage, and for American League teams who are seeing Savage maybe second and third time, that's one thing. The Jays don't see the Padres a ton. Mm-hmm. He didn't fool them at all. He walked 7 guys in 1 2/3 Saturday. I don't know if you missed it. I know a lot of you are watching Argentina, Switzerland. Savage they were not swinging at anything outside the zone with Savage like they knew it was coming. I'm now a little worried at that.
Yeah, of course.
Because if these are the one thing about Major League Baseball that has been eternal for my entire life, if they look at you twice, 3 times, 4 times, some of these best hitters in the world, you better have a different look second, third, fourth time. And I'm starting to get concerned with Savage in terms of the other look. It's getting a little repetitive. Guys aren't swinging.
No.
They're not.
I told you, he's looked like he's laboring throughout this entire season to me.
Boy.
He doesn't look like the same guy. He doesn't have the same swag. He's sweating a ton. Like, he's up there just laboring through almost every start. Even when he gets good results, he's laboring. And the only thing I'll give him when he seems to need a pitch, like on most starts, I'll take away the one from Saturday, he usually makes it, which is why the runs he's let in isn't as high as it should be. But he's walking a ton of guys.
He's walking so many guys, Azzo.
Like, I don't know if there was something wrong with him and last year's taking a toll on him, but he always had a goal, right? Jumping off 5 levels, pitching all that, and then overworking them in the postseason like they did, or putting them out there as much as they did. Like, it might have a toll. Like, he did have a short off season, even with the extra month they gave him off.
Dala in the chat, he's probably tipping his pitches. Look, I'm sure that's part of the conversation internally.
But to your point,
I think
they keep mentioning it. His arm, it's higher than it was last year, and I don't know. That can't be on purpose. So it's caused by something else where he doesn't mean to, or he's thinking about it too much, but something's up there for sure. How does he get even higher and it's not supposed to be on purpose? Or he thinks that's his strength and that's what he's going to? I don't know. It does seem off to me, like something's wrong. I don't know if his body's compensating for like whatever impingement or whatever he had, if that was real, or they pissed him off and everything. Like, he's also learning to figure out this 162-day grind. I know he pitches every 5 days, but for a rookie, it is tough to kind of figure that out.
I'm starting to listen. The Jays, I'm not going to rip the Jays for doing it because the Jays were not within a win of the World Series without Trey Savage last year.
No, 100%.
There's no debating it.
Yep.
I think we can now have an honest conversation about, was it the best thing for the player?
Yeah,
but listen, the Jays, the one constant they had all year was this guy, Savage, is making people do double takes.
But that can always happen anyways, right?
No, I'm just saying.
Said, when teams get a look on them, like talk to the Nationals when they shut down Strasburg, right? It's like you kind of got, when you have a chance to go for it, you got to go for it. I don't mind they did that last year.
No, but I'm not, again, you can't debate that they should have done it or not.
Right.
Obviously, they should have done it. Like, only in the clouds in the chat, he's 22. I understand that. But for his development, they're two separate discussions. And what I'm saying is, I think, at least for this season, one came at a cost for the other.
Yes, without a doubt.
And I hope either through the second half of this year, because he's going to pitch because they got no one else,
Right.
and or into next season, because part of me like isn't expecting that much from you, Savage, after seeing like walking 7 guys in 1 2/3 is there's something going on upstairs.
Yeah, agreed.
Like I don't like.
I
that.
told you he looks like he's sweating.
I don't
and
like
laboring.
that. That's like early Doc Rivers, Toronto. You need to figure it out stuff.
So here would be my counter to you. That's management's fault. Because they could have went out and got another reliever where you didn't need to put him in those relief appearances. You didn't need to bring up somebody from the minors, like to rush him through all 5 levels to get him up to the majors and him be your guy in the postseason. Had they gone out and done more, got him another starter, got another reliever, he wouldn't have been put in some of the situations.
Like
he
it's
was,
almost
and you could have wore him like
as
eased him
it
up.
was almost like at the deadline they budgeted for it.
Yeah.
Like we'll just pick up Shane Bieber, guys. You might need another guy because Shane Bieber's coming up. That's fine. We have one guy. And we got this other missile coming, and you have no idea it's coming. Wait till the missile's here. Hell of a gamble. It worked out. I gotta give Ross and Mark and Schneider credit.
Well,
it
but
worked
did it?
out.
Yeah.
No, it did.
They didn't win.
Well, I mean,
they made it.
Listen,
they made it to the World
but they don't
Series.
get close without. Like how many
Yeah, but
times?
think about it if he was even fresher.
He pitched. He pitched 3. He won.
Yeah.
He won at Chavez Ravine in Game 5.
Mm-hmm.
He was brilliant in Game 5. Like they do not get to a Game 7 of the World Series with a Trace.
No, you're right. You're right.
And maybe that should have been a clue to the rest of us. I don't know about this team.
But to your point, maybe he doesn't give up the home run in Game 7, like having to bring him out 2 days later.
Maybe.
Had you gone and got another reliever when you just trusted Hoffman and you still needed him for the ninth, and you had already burned Varland and like. Man,
Are we done with the Jurassic Park Jays analogies, or can you do with one more?
I can do it. I can always do it.
Jurassic
Park's fantastic.
Jack in the chat, spared no expense on Trey Savage. Spared no expense.
Very good.
Did the old guy get killed or not in the first one?
Oh man,
He got away with it.
So,
There's a lot of people that got eaten by alligators.
have you watched all of them?
Not all of them.
Really?
No.
They're all pretty good.
Yeah, but after a while, it's like, oh, what's going to happen here? Oh, a dinosaur's going to kick their ass.
Yeah. Who
And then
doesn't
someone's
wanna
going
see
to come in with a
dinosaur?
harpoon and save
Who doesn't
everyone.
want to see a dinosaur kick anybody?
But the old guy who came up with Jurassic Park,
people are saying no, he didn't.
he didn't get killed in the first one?
No, he didn't.
That
He
is
was fine.
ridiculous. That guy should have been eaten first. So many people died because of that guy, because Johnny Whitebeard,
Yeah.
and he skates off the island.
Yeah, he was in another one. I can't remember. People are saying it was
He
part
makes
2.
the island. Everyone dies. He leaves the island. All the dinosaurs have crazy sex. They all have babies, and there's more dinosaurs. And then he's still
They
alive.
created more. They
Really?
can't have sex. No.
I-
what are you talking about?
Sorry. How do you think the dinosaurs spawned?
They took their DNA and put it in another.
No, they were
made another.
unisex. They were made. They put male and female DNA in the same dinosaur. You remember the movie?
Are you giving me a science
You
lesson
don't
right
remember
now?
the movie.
But it's all fake. You told me it was fake.
No, here's what happened to Jurassic Park. Because one of the early questions, I think it was Jeff Goldblum asked,
A great
How-
character too.
how do you stop breeding on Jurassic Park? And the old guy goes, it's simple. All the dinosaurs are female. It's like, what? So all the DNA they put that were missing in the dinosaur DNA, but put female DNA. But some amphibious dinosaurs are known to mate with the same sex.
Yeah, I'm lost already.
Dude, Dr. Alan Grant walked us through the whole thing. Shout out the late Sam Neill walked us through the whole thing.
Yeah, but
That's
in the
how
other
it
ones,
happened.
They ended up. They
So
tried to
like I
create a new
said,
one.
old guy makes the amusement park,
Yes.
is going to make $1 billion a day on rich people. The dinosaurs get loose. Almost everyone's dead. The old guy leaves the island. He leaves. And the dinosaurs have mad sex for like 3 years. And it's just one family after another. It's
Different
like,
species?
It's
Or
like
the same?
Family Day at Canada's Wonderland. And then everyone goes back to try and control us. Like, good luck. Because the second Jurassic Park was just a massacre.
Yeah.
They tried to corral it. No.
No, but then they took the DNA, tried to create their own different types
A
of
super raptor. That's what they tried to do.
Exactly.
Like the Jays tried to create a super raptor with Troy Savage.
Yeah.
Hasn't worked.
No.
Who's the white guy with the beard on the Jays who just left when things were good?
Oh man.
Who was it?
Bo?
It's Shapiro.
Oh.
It could have been Bo, actually.
Yeah, it was Bo.
It could have been Bo.
Bo took us $42 million, just got the hell out. They're struggling too. By the way, yeah, the Red Sox jumping them, but I think it was 9 in a row. They went 9-0 on this road trip.
I saw 10. Sorry. Hold on. Let me see this. I might have read the stat incorrectly. Hold on a second.
They're 9-1 in their last.
Oh, sorry. They're 9. Yeah, it's their longest win streak since winning 10 in a row, but at the same time last year.
9 wins on the road in a row. Like they won all 9 games of that road trip. It's insane.
That's like Vladdy hitting 6 home runs in the first half and none at home.
Right?
How pathetic is that?
Dude, it's bad.
Can we let's?
I just hope he just takes. Don't pick up a bat for these next 4 days before you come back.
I'm Johnny5 in the chat. It was not the same island in the second movie. Thank you for that. Okay, I thought it was the same island off the coast of Costa Rica. Sorry,
they transport them and they put them on different.
Hold
ones.
on, how did they get to the second island?
They
all swore. They all swam. How did the dinosaurs get from the Costa Rica island to some new
They
island?
only imported the ones they wanted.
Explain that to me, Steven Spielberg.
Oh my goodness.
Who was it?
Haven't you seen the black market for dinosaurs?
It was a completely wild island. How did they get there?
Yeah.
Chris in the chat, clever girl. Yeah, what a scene, eh?
That was a good
When
one.
the hunter gets hunted by
That's
the rat.
right.
Oh, what a scene! And you can. The craziest part Spielberg did in the whole thing was he made you hear them breathe.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? Oh, the worst.
The cup and the ripples in the cup when they're coming.
Oh my God, legendary.
Legendary.
Within seconds, Brian, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Within seconds, Brian and Seaside both right. Decoy Island. It was a decoy island.
It truly was. It truly was. It's very good.
I hope you're not sick of this Jurassic Park stuff. I could talk Jurassic Park all day. I
You haven't
love
even
Jurassic
watched
Park.
them all. What are you doing?
I haven't watched them all.
Come on.
No. Because after like the middle of the third one, you're like, I think I know what's going to happen here. It's like an episode of Law and Order. Like I know.
But again, who doesn't want to see a dinosaur kick someone's ass?
It's true.
Like,
It's true.
anyway.
Where were we? Oh, Vladdy. The dinosaur with no teeth in the first half. 6 home runs. By my math, let me check. On pace for 12 home runs this year. None at home.
Yikes.
What if Vladdy hits no home runs at home this season?
It's a big wake-up call for him.
With his exit velocity angle of 7 degrees.
He has to, right?
He hasn't. Azzo, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. not hitting a home run at Rogers Center in the first half of this season, with that place sold out, with Rogers tripling the price to get in the park, and I understand why I'm not ripping. Negocios are negocios. Business is business.
Yeah.
But for that park to be full, and for Vladdy to not have hit a home run at home, and by the way, all of you ready to jump on that home crowd when they eventually start booing him, you better check yourselves right now. That has been a good home crowd this first half. Don't even start with that garbage. The second the Jays at home, those fans want to get on Vladdy, guess what? You're allowed. Don't even start with the booing and this. Shut up with that juvenile stuff.
Yep.
Those are paying customers. And they have been very good to this kid for the first 4 months of the season. Very good. It's going to turn. I guarantee you. Don't start with the, I can't believe. My pearls. I can't believe they're booing Vlad. Shut up. And grow up. They've handled him with the crowd has handled him with kid gloves. Schneider's handled him with kid gloves, and the organization's handled him with kid gloves. The best thing Vladdy did all year, not go to the All-Star game.
Can't argue.
That is the highlight of his 2026. How pathetic is that? The highlight of Vladdy's 2026 is I've been asked I should go home. And maybe it's the best thing for him. Don't pick up a bat. Don't pick up a bat. Be one of those PGA Tour golfers off a bad year who leaves the clubs in the garage the whole winter.
I totally agree.
Don't touch it.
I hope not.
Do not touch it. None of these
He
three.
needs to reset
No
himself.
300 swings a day. None of that stuff.
The best way to just unplug and plug it back in, just restart. He needs a restart because, something's off there. And that swing at the end was just.
Can you give me that swing again off Mason Miller? Last pitch of the Jays' first half. That made me want to throw up.
He's so off balance. His helmet almost came off.
He's like, get me on that plane to wherever now.
What if he doesn't get to double-digit home runs? Like at all? Forget hitting any at home. Like not under 10 home runs.
Did you just ask me whether Vladdy gets to double-digit home runs this season in the first year of a 14-year, $500 million contract?
Yeah. Well,
But I'm asking you it back because
is it not a question?
Because I'm contemplating it.
Yeah, it's a question.
I didn't have a quick answer for you. It's a hell of a question. Hell of a question. Will Vladdy hit another 3 home runs the rest of the season? I'm going to say yes, but it's not a definitive one. Will any of those?
You would hope so.
Let's say I'm going to give him another 6 home runs this year. You know what? Another 10. Because I'm in a giving mood.
He actually
today.
gets on a hot
Yes.
streak at some point.
I'm going to say he
has
has 10 home runs in the second half. How many of those are at Rogers Center?
to. 4 maybe.
4.
Yeah.
That would be a lot considering he had none in the first half.
Here's what I'm hoping. The minute he hits that first one, that place will explode, and maybe it energizes him or triggers something in him. I don't know, because that place, that's why they're cheering him. Everybody wants to explode. Like,
that home crowd has been amazing to him in that first half. If he's in New York, Boston, Philadelphia, Chicago, or maybe Chavez Ravine, look out.
And it is crazy how many times he comes up in those key situations. Like, he is in the right space in the lineup for your superstar, which is insane. And it's just nothing is going right for this team right now.
Do you want another Jurassic Park line for Vladdy?
Of course.
Jack in the chat. Our lives are in Vladdy's hands, and he has butterfingers.
Oh, boy.
I forgot about that line.
That is a good one.
That was a good line, too.
So here's okay.
Go ahead.
Where
Shoot,
do you want to go? No, if you want to go trade deadline wise, is it up to him coming alive that makes you decide what you do at the deadline? Like if he starts hitting after the All-Star break and in those 3 weeks leading up to it, does that change your opinion on what they do? Because you can ride him like we saw last year in the postseason, and you have the pitchers. I'm totally convinced the bullpen's fine. You have your 3 starters.
But fatigue wise, I don't think the bullpen's fine. Do you think the bullpen's fine fatigue wise?
No.
I think talent wise they're fine. I'm with you on that. I worry about that bullpen a lot.
And now they're going to have to be relied on more because they're going to have to fight their way in. Like right now, there's what? They're only 2.5 out of that final wild card spot. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams ahead of them.
That's a lot of teams, man.
That's a lot.
And
that's what you got to look at.
One of them's the Red Sox, who've won 9 straight. The other one is the Twins, who you just gave a reliever to in Tommy Nance.
Right.
Do you trade Kevin Gausman?
The Astros, who you lost to you lost to them at home.
Do you trade Kevin Gausman?
Yeah.
I don't think you buy with this.
Any of those expiring contracts, if somebody's willing to give you a prospect on it, I'd almost take it. And then I'd look at some of the other guys too.
But this is an interesting moment because this was not the same spot. The Leafs were in a worse spot.
Right.
The Leafs were in a very similar, we charge high prices for tickets spot, so we don't feel comfortable selling. Until finally reality hit them in the face. And someone in the organization, and I think Pelly was probably the tip of the spear on, well, I don't know if I want to sell.
Yeah, but they had their draft pick tied to it. Like here, okay, say you trade him, like who's coming up, who's playing for you? Do you mind watching other guys play like Penango? Like say you trade Varsho. Means what? More Penango in the outfield? Who cares?
Who cares?
Like, yeah.
At least he'll hit.
Yeah. So I'm okay trading those expiring contracts like Varsho, like Gausman. And then you look at what other people offer you. Like, why not? Remember, wasn't it the Tigers who did a couple years ago? Like, unloaded some of their veterans and this and that, and they ended up making a run into the postseason too.
They had a crazy September. Yeah.
Sometimes when you got guys who want to play, and I don't know.
Dala in the chat. I do believe that it's best if the Jays sell this year. I just think they're really gun shy to do that.
Oh.
I think it's the right thing.
But to your point, the tickets are already sold, right? I just don't know why.
It's just a tough look when you charge what they're charging. And then.
But again, you got guys like Valenzuela or Penango or Keys. Like, I'm okay watching
Sean Keys is going down eventually.
I know. Of course, because he's got
options.
Sean
Keys, but he's going down.
But that's what I'm saying. If you trade guys, those are the guys who are going to get playing time. I'd be okay with watching that. They're in last place now with this squad.
They're in last. The Jays are in last place right now.
And again, I get to your point about Springer, like his contract's up. So why are we babying this guy or forcing him into the lineup? If he can't contribute, keep him out.
He was so bad Saturday night, Springer.
I know.
Like, wow, he was
and then
bad.
Moving him down from the 1st to the 4 hole, like you get more opportunities.
Like you want an answer to the question why the Jays are in last? Your DH is hitting .218. You know what a DH stands for? Designated hitter. Last year, one of the best OPSs in baseball. Had a major hand in you tying the Yankees for first in your division. They didn't win it, by the way. They tied for their division. Let's remember how that played out. Your DH is hitting .218. Like, this is not a shock.
No.
This should not be a surprise to anybody. And there's no power coming from your most important people. God bless Ernie Clement. By the way, Ernie mentally was fried at the end of that game yesterday, too.
He is, all right.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I saw 3 things from Ernie. Like, okay, let's dive into this. So, one, he had, you know, a final swing we've been showing from Vladdy at the end of the game? Clement's final swing was one of the worst I've seen a Jays have all year on his last at bat. He's fried. Then he bobbled the ball early in that 8th inning. It didn't look great. And then with the score 4-4, Machado at first, I think it was Gavin Sheets was up. Gavin Sheets who's got power, but like isn't the best hitter. By the way, they chant every time Gavin Sheets is up in San Diego, holy Sheets.
Yeah.
Very funny.
There's a shirt like that. It's
I like
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's very good.
But ground ball to Jimenez, game tied at 4 yesterday in the 8th. And Jimenez is like, okay, it's time for a double play. Where's Clement? For the listening audience, I have a picture here of Jimenez. Clement is nowhere near second base. And Jimenez is looking at second base as if to say publicly, boy, I think someone was going to be at second base.
With the guy at first, you would think.
You would think. Now, to Clement's credit, he was shading a bit towards the first base bag. But, like, that's not a ton of effort from Ernie Clement, which is odd from Ernie Clement. And, like, Jimenez isn't trying to show anyone up. I like Andres Jimenez a lot.
Of course.
He's trying to make a play.
Yeah.
Where the hell's Clement? Like, Clement has been overused as well.
Of course. I told you.
It's not just the bullpen. You're right. It's not just the bullpen. Ernie Clement, middle of last year, is flying through that second base bag and then hurdling a throw to first. I mean, check that. He wouldn't be playing second. It would have been Jimenez and Bo was still healthy. You know what I'm trying to say. But what do you make of that, Azu?
Yeah,
I'm stunned,
just,
Clement.
Again,
this is one of the the way Clement ended that game yesterday, he was fried.
I told you. I
fried.
Felt, there's been a few times where I'm like, have they broken Ernie Clement? Because the way you see him play with such energy and stuff that, like, he's not. And I understand it's hard losing, but man, yeah, sometimes he's just not there. He's not taking to second base like they thought they would. Like, they need to move him around maybe to keep his mind fresh. And he's not getting a break, by the way. He's going to the All-Star game.
He's going there, and he'll do every interview. Every interview. As he should. Dan in the chat, Clement was a decoy.
I like the Neeps one. Jimenez is saying, holy sheets there. Where are you? Yeah, they showed it again, and like he was just slow getting over. I know he's so weird. Deep in the hole.
That 8th inning was weird, man. That was such a weird half inning for the Jays.
Or like it was like they're not communicating either, because maybe you thought Jimenez was just going to go to first to get that out. But why wouldn't you go to second base? You should beat the runner there. You're halfway there.
Howard in the chat, don't harp on Ernie. We usually don't.
No.
Because he's been like one of their best players for a couple of years now.
That's a pretty bad mistake.
That one, but that to me, that lent to fatigue.
Yes.
Jimenez is not the guy to show up anybody on the field. Anybody. And he turns to his left. Dude.
But Dan says he's up on Clement because he's always a factor. That's pretty good. Like, he did get a lot of commercials. Again, these guys got a lot in the offseason. Maybe they are mentally fatigued. Like, I don't know, right? Like, the comparison I love is to that San Francisco Giants team where they'd make a playoff and they'd either win the World Series or go on a run to a World Series and then miss the playoffs the next year.
Yeah.
And then the following year, again, they'd go to a World Series or they'd make a run. I'm like, I don't know if this team's there, though, and I don't know who you're relying on. Because, again, Springer's gone after this year. Gosman's gone after this year. Like, Varsho's not coming. I'm okay with Varsho not coming back. Like,
I mean, by the way, Varsho hit another wall yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I applaud the effort. I mean, for a guy who's been hurt forever, I would advise it.
And he also almost
I wouldn't advise it.
In that out he made for Cease that game. Like, it happens every couple games.
No, it's true. But, like, listen, but in the Cease context, I understand.
No, of course. But that's what I'm saying. He just does it all the time. You got to pick your spots.
Like, a guy in a contract, I'm just saying, like, if I was his agent, a guy in a contract year slamming into walls, like he's a cartoon character, is probably not the best thing.
Yep.
Especially when you have been hitting home runs all year.
He might be my most disappointing. Like,
he's
besides Vladdy,
he's up there.
Like, I thought he was going to have a good year.
Yes.
He's just got no power. And I know people keep saying he's still hurt with his wrist. Then sit him out. Again, you got other guys you can play. I'd love to see more Class A. Like, why not?
Anything else before we dive into the Dylan Cease thing?
No, disappointing first half. Like,
the Jays are
last. On this
Jays are last in their division.
When we're all making fun of the Red Sox and everything they went to. But hey, maybe that change, that manager and that shakeup woke them up. Like, eventually. Like, you start focusing on other things. It's obviously nobody's calling these guys on a lot of this stuff, it seems.
Well, like, again, you and I don't agree on that. Like, I think privately these guys
tells us.
Yeah, but that's...
I can't yell at these guys.
Listen,
let them go home and think about where they are.
But the thing, like, it was like Sheldon Keefe, too. Like, Sheldon Keefe, the few times we saw him try that, it didn't work out well publicly. But the more you heard of Keefe, especially on the way out, it's always funny how it's on the way out.
Yeah, exactly.
That Keefe was kind of like really on these guys when no one was around. And I would hope so. It's your job at stake too, bud. You're really going to just kind of gently pet people? and think you're going to keep your job in the major league level? Dude.
But it's like even getting the Dragon tells me these coaches are out of answers or out of like
If
ways
that's
to fix it.
the case, they got a big problem.
If they're going just to try and fix these guys mentally by bringing a Dragon into the dugout, you don't think it tells me like they've tried everything else and now they're just trying something like that for a mental reset? What do you think that Dragon was, dude? It was to try and mentally reset these guys and remind them to have fun, whatever.
I hate besmirching the Dragon. You know what my favorite video games was as a kid?
Yeah, but it worked so well against 2 games against San Fran, one of the worst teams in the league.
Dragon's Lair was one of my favorite video games ever. Do you remember Dragon's Lair?
Yeah.
Dude, it was ahead of its time. It was like a full-on cartoon.
It was.
As a video game. You were like this medieval knight.
Yeah.
And you were just going, and you just had to hit the buttons properly, and you'd like try and save a princess and stuff. And like and you would get killed very easy in this game. It was very difficult. It was like trying to land a plane in Top Gun on Nintendo 8-bit. I don't know if you ever played that.
Oh, of course.
It was one of the hardest things in the world
really
to do was land a plane on the aircraft carrier in Top Gun. But like, it was a tricky video game, and didn't work out most of the time. Maybe this toy dragon isn't going to work out.
Sean of the worked for 2 games.
Or
right?
for 2
Everybody's
games,
doing it. Sean in the Yukon. OMG, Dragon's Lair is legendary, but for all the wrong reasons. Like it was tough, right?
I know. Yeah, I don't know if there's another story, but there's a hilarious video online of Dragon's Lair. Someone put a mashup of all the different ways you could die in Dragon's Lair. It was at least a 10-minute video, and I think I did all of them. I think all of them I fell into a trap.
That's funny.
Chris in the chat, DFA the Dragon. If that Dragon stays in the dugout because Springer thought it would be funny to bring it out during the game, you got to be kidding me.
Maybe they need a different animal for every city they go to. Just stop
sure.
at a toy store and get something else to try and break it. Anyway.
All right. So the Jays are in last.
It's amazing to say.
And we got an All-Star game tomorrow in Philly. Blue Jay fans will be very interested in this All-Star game. Louis Varland going. Ernie Clement, who is exhausted, is going. Vladdy not going. But Dylan Cease is going. So the Jays in how do I put this? In a typically slightly awkward fashion, decided to tell Dylan Cease yesterday in the San Diego clubhouse that he was the starter in the All-Star game by mimicking something that happened earlier in the year. Now, show me the one from earlier in the year, Azo. So Dylan Cease, I don't know if you guys know this, he likes to paint. And John Schneider was handed, for the listening audience, we're looking at a painting that is on the office wall of John Schneider. That was what's the art term I'm looking for? Oh. Commissioned?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Commissioned
yes.
by Dylan Cease.
I was going to say gifted, but
or both.
Yeah.
Commissioned and gifted by Dylan Cease. And it says Toronto and has flowers, and it's very pretty. So John Schneider has that on his wall. So in honor of the artiste, that is Dylan Picasso Cease. Yesterday, and Blue Jays social media has put this out, the Jays and John Schneider, the coaching staff, wheeled in a whiteboard where they did their own drawings on it. And at the bottom said 2026 AL starting pitcher. And that's how they kind of told it to Dylan Cease. But there were also like other Dylan Cease isms on here, like changeups are sexy. I gotta be honest, it was weird. I gotta be honest, it was just kind of it was weird. Did you find it weird?
I did.
Just tell the kid he's starting in the All-Star game. Whatever. So that's how they told Dylan Cease in an extremely forgettable way.
I thought it could have been better.
Just tell him.
Yeah.
By the way, I also thought it was weird. By the way, Louis and Ernie Clement, I'll say this in front of the entire team. The Jays have gifts waiting in your hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Because you made the All-Star game and no one else is getting anything. So I want to say this now. Meanwhile, it could have been an email.
Before the game, he's telling them, like, enjoy the time off, everybody. Go home, do what you want. Like, before the game. It was, like, weird. Like, no wonder they were out of their heads already.
I mean, shooter in the chat. It's like kindergarten. So that's how Dylan Cease was told he was going into the All-Star game. Let's just get Dylan Cease's before we get to Schneider, because Schneider, what happened with Schneider and how he handled it and how Cease is kind of absorbing it are not the same thing. Dylan Cease has had a very, very good season. Cam Schlittler's numbers are slightly better, but we'll get to Cam Schlittler of the Yankees in a second. This was how Dylan Cease reacted to one of the great moments of his professional career.
Pretty surreal. I didn't know what to say. Everyone was saying give a speech, and I'm like, I don't know, I was pretty speechless. So it's just a really cool experience. It's really cool how all of these things have lined up. Even being able to pitch in it and having a good enough first half to be in the running for it and all that. So, and the fact that pretty much our entire staff is going, it's really a really great recipe.
That's Dylan Cease. That's gonna be a good time for Dylan Cease.
Yeah, it should.
He's really excited about it. Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies, hometown Phillies, he will start for the National League tomorrow.
Makes sense, too.
First Blue Jay to start an All-Star game for the Jays since Roy Halladay. First Philadelphia Philly to start an All-Star game since Roy Halladay.
Pretty cool.
How about that? So Christopher Sanchez, Dylan Cease will be the matchup tomorrow in the best All-Star game in sports, which is the Major League Baseball All-Star game. And so the other thing that kind of was interesting was how this came to be. So John Schneider spoke to the media yesterday in San Diego and said he made up his mind on Cease starting on Saturday night. What ended up happening yesterday morning, though, is news from Cam Schlittler of the Yankees came out that he's not going to pitch in the All-Star game at all. He's concerned about his elbow, and the Yankee staff have had a lot of injuries. Like he framed it around, I don't want to get hurt. I'm going to go to the All-Star game, but I'm not going to pitch. And then like an hour or two later, it came out Cease was starting. So like I'm a little hazy as to when Schneider decided and when Cam Schlittler decided, okay, I'm not going to pitch at all. So this is how John Schneider walked you through it yesterday. He said he made the decision Saturday night.
Guys leading the league in strikeouts in an era like right now, you got really good stuff, and you're very representative of the American League. And I actually reached out to Booney early this morning, knowing they have a day game in Washington, just to kind of let him know that I had decided on Dylan. And he was cool. He was great with it. Just reached out via text and said, if you want to talk through it at all, or if Cam wants to talk through it at all, obviously he's having a hell of a first half. Said feel free, and he picked up the phone and called me and said he was happy with the decision and happy for Dylan, and everything kind of worked out the way it should.
Okay, I'm a little confused as to who called him in that. Was it Aaron Boone or Cam Schlittler?
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't really specify.
Well, he said he texted Boone about if he want him and Cam want to talk.
But he didn't say who called him.
Right. You would imagine it was Boone.
Yeah, I don't think Schlittler has a lot of time for Schneider, if I'm being honest.
Doesn't have a lot of time for Toronto.
No, he doesn't.
That's why it should have been made up right away.
So I guess what I'm saying is I think there's some hard feelings here.
Oh, but there should
I
be.
think there's some
The
hard
Yankees.
feelings from Cam Schlittler.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, I think Aaron Boone played this the way you got to play it. Because at the end of the day, Aaron Boone is also a guy always on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Like, you do understand a little bit, I would hope. Now, I also remember a time where there was an All-Star game that Cito Gaston was running for the American League in Baltimore, and Mike Messina, that idiot, got up and started throwing out of nowhere, and everyone thought Cito, to the point where like there was racial abuse.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Like, All-Star games get weird with pitchers.
Yep.
And I don't think it's changed, is what I'm trying to say. I think there's a little something here. I think it was hidden, but not completely hidden. Look, if I'm John Schneider, start your guy.
Yeah, of course.
I do admire it because Schlittler was better in the first half. Like, my only beef is, don't tell me Cease was better. He wasn't better.
No, just he has more strikeouts. That's the one thing he mentioned.
You want to talk about the walks? You want to admit the walks there? Don't tell me he was better than Schlittler.
Yeah.
He was very good, Dylan Cease. But let's cut the BS on he was better than Schlittler. Once again, John Schneider with no credibility whatsoever. But if you want to do it for your guy, do it for your guy. I completely understand that. Just don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. I know Cam Schlittler had a better first half than Dylan Cease.
For sure.
Like, enough of that.
And Cease was on the injured list. Cam Schlittler's fought through everything.
Yes.
He's made all his starts.
Yes.
They're in a pennant race. They're trying to go for the division. Like they're trying to win their division. So the second half's going to be important to him. So why not say? And he was pitching Saturday again. Gave everybody an out. Say, hey, yeah, I'm not going to rest my arm and I'm not going to pitch. And yeah, I'm looking forward to battling for the division.
Joe in the chat. Who gives a flying fadoo? What Schlittler feels.
Good, ref.
Schneider is the manager. You go with your guy. Flying fadoo. It's been a while since I heard flying fadoo.
It's pretty good.
Shut up, Bobcat.
But again, like you could have just made it. Yeah, they're in last place. Give it to your guy and let him come out. It means something to him. Why not?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And there are two teams who hate. Like
I'm fine
nobody
with
should
it.
take the higher road. Like if I'm Aaron Boone and Schlittler, okay, I'm not starting, then I'm not pitching. Like maybe starting would have meant something to him, but if I was not starting, why should I pitch then?
Gus,
He's still an all-star.
He is an all-star.
He still has all-star
100%
beside
he is.
his name, so who cares?
Gus in the chat. He did it. Schneider did to get even. I'm in charge. For now.
He could have named it earlier. I was surprised they did that because I always thought they had like a news conference today to announce the starter.
Yeah.
That's the other weird
It used
part,
to be
right?
the Monday.
Yeah.
It used to be a big press conference deal. And listen, in a week where there's not a ton of news, I think baseball writers appreciated it. Like the Monday press conference, unveil the starter. Now, if they have the same press conference, and I believe they are, I think Schneider is going to get some questions that maybe he doesn't normally get from the softball media up here in Toronto.
Right.
Let's be honest.
But it is
So that'll
great.
be interesting.
It's with the Yankees and Schlittler, a guy who's taking shots at the fans and the team. Like, it is pretty
Oh,
awesome.
Schlittler's been a dick to the Jays fan base for a while.
That makes
I'm
me
fine
love
with
it even more.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, for sure.
How many World Series has Cam Schlittler won? Shut the hell up.
How many?
The Jays been in more World Series than Cam Schlittler. Shut up. Okay?
Yeah, didn't win it.
You had a good first half. Keep talking. Go ahead. Keep talking. Shut up. I'm not a fan of Cam Schlittler. Don't get me wrong. He had a pretty good first half, though.
Yeah, he's very good.
Chris in the chat. Dylan Cease first. Varland should come out second.
I saw that.
Why not? Varland's dying to pitch in this game.
I know.
That's the one Jay I hope also doesn't pitch in this game. Kind of overworked as well, Louis Varland.
Definitely.
No? Like,
Yeah.
he's there. Let him enjoy it. He hits his contractual bonus. You're an all-star. It's all good for Louis Varland. It's all good. By the way, do you realize there were some people in the Blue Jays orbit who were fighting, like even a month and a half into the season, that Jeff Hoffman was still your closer? And Louis Varland like that makes an all-star game?
Yeah,
How do you like that?
it's a very good point.
Idiots. Just idiots. They literally watch no other baseball but the Jays. Like, no idea what they're talking about. Still, it was a month and a half into this year. Go look at the receipts. Oh, Jeff Hoffman should still be the closer.
Who was more reliable last year, too. It's so true. It's crazy.
Whoa. Read much?
And again, Hoffman's been good for the last month, but, like, there's no debate.
Andy in the chat. Cease first inning, Varland ninth. I'm okay with Varland not
If they're
throwing
winning.
at all.
Yeah, if they're winning. That's it. Make him your closer, John. That's it.
But congratulations to Dylan Cease. That's a big deal.
Of course. You know he
big
appreciates
deal.
it. Dude, he's gonna be like one of the all-time Jays, I think. He's gonna be really good. So, here's my question to you though. So, like, I love to pick. I don't want to put this all on Schneider because I don't think Ross gave him enough in the offseason. But the fact that two guys he brought in is Dylan Cease and Cody Ponce too. Unfortunate injury.
That was weird.
But Cease is starting the All-Star game, and Okamoto is leading the team in home runs, like by a long shot.
It's not like
22.
Ross did not have the offseason some people paint him out to being had.
Could you have done more for the bullpen? Of course. Could you have brought in somebody else to put at the top of the order? Of course. Like they did try to get Bellinger or Kyle Tucker, but I don't know. Like does Ross have something to lie on here that these are the two guys he brought in and how well they're having? Like they're good. The good season they're both having.
Azzo. So the Jays, I think, just arrived in Philly.
Yeah.
And the Jays' social media put out a few pics with the families. Like Louis Varland's there with his family, Schneider's there with his family, and Dylan Cease walks out with his partner.
Okay.
Do me a favor, grab the picture of Cease and focus in on the T-shirt he's wearing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
My mouse is like not working.
You have a mouse in the house.
Yeah. Sure.
His mouse has been giving him some issues.
I'm trying to
38
figure it
minutes
out.
ago, the Jays posted this.
Okay. Let me see.
Or sorry, I don't know if they're leaving San Diego or not, or have just arrived in Philly. I'm not sure the context of this.
Mm-hmm.
The T-shirt that Cease is wearing.
Really?
Are you seeing this?
Not yet. Give me 1 sec.
Once again, Home Run Derby tonight. I believe this is a Netflix production tonight. I think it's a Netflix. I mean, Sportsnet will carry it, obviously, but I think it's a Netflix production. And by the way, the brackets are done.
Oh, really?
So they're going back to top 4
yeah.
totals, go to the semis, and then they'll have brackets in the semis. And the clock is done. You now have 20 outs in the first round. If you hit a home run in the last out, you get another out. And then they go in the top 4 totals, go head to head. So it's Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, it swings, right?
It swings. It's not time anymore.
Yeah.
So this thing's going 5 hours tonight.
Right.
Kyle Schwarber, Junior Caminero, Munetaka Murakami, Bryce Harper, Jordan Walker, Jack Caglianone, your boy Ben Rice from the Yankees.
Caglione, put some respect on that, man. Come on, from Team Italy. Let's go.
Caglianone? Is it Caglione or Caglianone?
Caglione.
Caglione?
Yeah,
There's an N there. All right. Or and a lunatic Wilson Contreras from the Red Sox. Do you have the pick?
I do.
Okay, so for the listening audience, again, I don't know if this is leaving San Diego or arriving in Philly, but there's some really nice pictures of the Jays and their partners and families are leaving or arriving. Dylan Cease is there, and he's wearing a Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio Titanic shirt.
Is that telling of something?
I don't know what that means.
Huh?
But like
Did he jump on the Titanic this year?
All I know is 6 games under 500. Don't wear Titanic stuff.
From a
Don't wear Titanic stuff.
from a team
please.
that was in the World Series last year.
Please.
You joined them and they're 6 games under.
I appreciate how eccentric he is. The more I get to know about Dylan Cease, the more I like Dylan Cease.
Maybe it's his favorite movie. So what?
I don't think a team that was 1 out away from the World Series to last in the division at the All-Star break, I don't think the Titanic shirt is appropriate. Am I alone in this?
No,
Am I alone in this?
It's a little bit telling.
It's very telling.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to know the reason. I don't know the reason. I need to check myself. There could be a very good reason why he's wearing a Jack and Rose Titanic shirt, 6 games below 500, and last in the American League East. Paulie in the chat, never let go, Azo. We're going from Jurassic Park now to Titanic. Is that what we're doing?
2 of the all-time greats.
I don't care in the chat. The ship has sunk. Michael in the chat, pretty funny. Trevor in the chat, love it, hilarious.
Marty says to me, "Come on, Azo, it can't be a dude's favorite movie. Why not?"
Why not? Titanic was amazing.
It was really.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's something for. There was action. There was romance.
Action. Oh, yeah.
There was action. Yes.
Because it hit the iceberg. That's your action.
No, the 3 hours after while it sunk. You don't think that's action?
I guess.
That scene where they're on the top and it's going into the water is one of the craziest movie history, man. And then there's something for everyone. They're spoffing in the car. Remember that? It was all fogged up mirrors.
Fogged up with
and
the
then it's a handprint.
Yeah.
You know they're getting railed if there's a handprint going on.
Leave the guy alone.
Come on, man.
Anyway. Maybe they
Gus in the chat. He is grinning from ear to ear.
I know. It's
Dylan
true.
Cease.
Like he's posing for this. He saw the camera there.
Chris in the chat. Azo's a big set design guy.
Oh, man.
Gridlock in the chat. Cease
That
and
is pretty
desist.
funny.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
But like, okay, so again, I don't know the context of why Dylan
think
Cease is
any
wearing
of
a
us know.
Titanic shirt.
Someone's got to ask him.
I'd love for someone to ask him.
They have to.
Thank you for putting that up, Ezra.
Yeah,
That's
pretty good.
I
Good
did
catch.
find
I
that
missed that.
very interesting.
I missed that.
Very interesting. But it wasn't like it didn't say Titanic anywhere. It just said like Jack and Rose.
And the 4 pictures of Ernie are kind of weird.
Let
Like, he's not
me
small.
really zoom in on this.
Why?
It says Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet special photographs from Titanic, and it's on his T-shirt. It's like a book cover or something.
Yeah, maybe probably.
And his partner,
he's an artsy guy.
and the lady with him is wearing it, has like the Titanic on her shirt,
Wait, is this true? Hang on.
and has a number 84 on a necklace. This photo's wild, man. There's a lot going on in this photo. This is crazy. It's a whole Titanic theme with Dylan Cease and his partner.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Oh, this is amazing. Is she called Rose? I don't know.
Somebody said Rose was from Philly. I don't believe it. Is that why you say it? Rose was from Hack in the chat. Rose was from Philly, wasn't she?
If that's
and the
true,
All-Star game is in Philly.
Hack.
I was trying to look it up.
Hack, that's the greatest drop of all time.
And it really is.
If Rose from Titanic, where was Rose from Titanic from? Hold on. Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
Rose was from an American socialite.
Hack, that's a great pull.
Who lived a wealthy,
Great pull.
aristocratic lifestyle before boarding Titanic to return to the United States, along with her fiance, that dick Billy Zane, and mother. While Rose and her fictional love story, Jack, were created for the movie, director James Cameron loosely based certain aspects of elderly Rose's character on Beatrice Wood, a real-life avant-garde American artist and studio potter. She made pots.
Man, the things you learn. Thanks, Hack. Jeez, that's a great pull.
Dude, AMC can go suck it today.
Yeah, no kidding.
We are the source.
This chat's better
for
than all of it.
cinematic history.
Yeah.
Dude, this photo from Cease and his partner is amazing. There's
is
so
really
many things in this. There's so many Easter eggs. I can't even bear to look.
It's true.
And what else is going on here with the other photos? Whatever. Schneider's wearing a suit. It's boring.
Ernie doesn't
Lovely
seem to have the
family.
same
He's wearing a
smile. I
suit.
think he is tired. Ernie doesn't look like
Louis Varland's just got the dress shirt going. All good. Wow. JJ in the chat. Did you call Billy Zane, legend from The Phantom, a dick? Yes, I did. He played his character in that movie was an all-time dick.
Yeah.
All-time dick. Didn't he dress up as a lady to try and get on one of the lifeboats, or just like with a hood on?
Oh man, it's been a long time.
He
since I've
grabbed
seen
Billy
it.
Zane grabbed someone else's kid and said, "My kid," and got on a lifeboat.
Give the
He
people
was a
the real
dick.
take of the movie. That there was room for both of them. On
There was
that.
room for both of them on a piece of wood.
I was waiting for it.
Rose came off the worst of any character in movie history.
It's true.
You could have fit 7 people on that piece of wood.
She's definitely from Philly. Definitely from Philly.
My wood. It's mine.
Excuse me?
It's my piece of wood. Not better.
Okay.
That's not better.
Okay.
That's not any better.
Oh man.
Rose is from Philly.
That's crazy.
Was that Hack in the chat?
Yeah.
That deserves
Greatest
that
pull
deserves
ever.
a free mug.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's very
What
good.
a reference. That Rose from Titanic, the character was from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as they go to Philly for an all-star game tomorrow night. Wow. Wow.
I'm at a loss for words. That's crazy. Would have never put that together.
Oh, here in the chat, MythBusters tested it, said only one person could fit on that. No, and I'm not gonna say wood again for the record. I'm not gonna say wood. All right, wow.
Look how much thought this guy puts into things, and you can do
Dude.
something better than this for him to tell him. Come on,
It's a good point.
like man.
The guy's wearing hilarious Titanic memorabilia, and you come in with a whiteboard that you and Pete Walker put together in 8 seconds. Get out of here. My favorite part, though, was go watch that video again on the Jays account. To the 2 guys that made the All-Star game, Rogers Communications has sent you gifts that will be in your hotel room. The rest of you get nothing. Vladdy, just enjoy your contract and
Enjoy the time off.
knuckle up.
Yeah.
Gifts for you guys. No one else gets anything because you're losers.
Still waiting for my gift.
Oh, you'll get one. Chicken wings this week.
Nice.
You're getting wings on me. Where were we here?
Great
We
time
gotta
of year?
talk. We gotta talk. Oh yeah,
sorry.
hold on. No. Good. Hey Azzo.
Yeah.
Hey Azzo.
Yes, it
Great time of year.
sure is. Tell me why.
Puck drops, tip-offs, first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly.
You know why else it's a great time of year? You get to wear polo shirts. It's pretty good. That one's
No,
pretty
hold on.
nice.
I gotta tell you who I like in the home run derby tonight.
Oh, okay.
Former champion. He's pissed at the world. Pissed at Rob Manfred. Bryce Harper.
Oh wow.
Love Bryce Harper tonight.
Philly guy.
Love Bryce Harper tonight.
Another
By the
Philly
way,
guy.
since we're here and tomorrow it's a little tight, we got a World Cup semifinal at Cowboy Stadium between France and La España or España. I'm leaning 2-0 France. I'm leaning 2-0 France.
Okay.
They can score. They can
Yeah.
play D. They can do a lot of things.
Hard to score against the Spain team, so you see him going up too.
It's true, but I mean, Spain ain't seen nothing like this yet.
Yeah.
Like that Portuguese effort is going to look like a bunch of like 12-year-olds compared to what they're going to see with France. France can roll. France's bench alone, if their starting 5 was their own team, quarterfinals of this tournament. Minimum. Maybe another. Maybe France A or B could meet in the semifinal. That's how good they are.
Wow.
Just saying. Yeah, I think France takes it. I feel 2-0. I need to get a crystal ball. I feel it's 2-0. Hey Azo,
Yeah,
like my shirt?
I do. You're looking pretty dapper today, bud.
Thank you. Clothing for today's show provided by Ed's Fine Imports, Markham, Ontario's #1 clothing store for the last 20 years. Formal, casual, they've got you covered. Brands like Psycho Bunny, Blue Industry, Page Jeans, Nobis, Gitch, Bugatti, Paul Batenley, 7 Downey Street, Tommy Bahama, and so much more. Ed's Fine Imports, just north of McCowan in the 407. Go to the store in person or go to edsfineimports.com online. Tell them Sid sent you and get 15% off your first purchase. Tell them Azo sent you. They'll tell you to leave.
Pretty good.
Ed's Fine Imports.
You're not just picking France because you're just against Spain, right? People are like, you hate Spain because of what they did to Portugal. That's not why, right?
Guys, I got news for you. Portugal did that to Portugal. Spain didn't do anything to Portugal. Portugal did that to Portugal because of stupidity. Can you imagine, do you know how many players I saw subbed off for their teams over the weekend who are really good? And Portugal leaves Ronaldo in the whole game. Do you know how crazy that is? Crazy. It is a group of insane people running a federation where the ego is just tripling down on idiotic ideas because they know what the media is saying.
Hey, take it easy. Huh? Okay?
Do you have the clip?
Okay? Take it easy. I don't think I
Do you have the clip? I think we have to text Mark right after the show to get that button because I think that button would get used
constantly.
Are you working on it?
Especially for the Jays last thing. Yeah, I don't think I have.
No, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
Not keep it. Yeah, weird.
All right, there were 2 fairly talked about soccer games Saturday in the World Cup. Fairly. Spain beat Belgium Friday. It was always going to happen. Belgium, heaven forbid Belgium have emotion. And, it also hurts them where they're not playing a team as ass as the United States. Spain are a little different. So Spain won on Friday. They went through. France won, beating Morocco on the Thursday. They go through. England and Norway were played in sweltering heat. And for the record, Toronto will be equally hot tomorrow. But it was pretty hot in Miami for that. As England got it done and advanced to their 3rd World Cup semifinal in my lifetime, 2018 and Italia 90 were the others. They also nearly won the last Euro. Last 2 Euros, actually. They were in the final of both. The pandemic Euro against Italy. Remember when Italy made tournaments? I do. And the last tournament against Spain. Italy or England are on a run here. Italy are on a run. England are on a run. So a lot of people are talking about the first English goal from Jude Bellingham that hit the wire of the spider cam, or so it was accused by Norway that it hit the wire. And then Jude Bellingham made a great give and go with Anthony Gordon. This is a great goal from Bellingham. But Norway is it shouldn't have counted because it hit the wire. 2 things. One, FIFA did have their Snicko technology. Nothing hit anything. I don't think there's really solid evidence of any of that happening. So that's the first thing. Second, having been to a World Cup game this year, and Azo's been to one as well, that spider cam is everywhere. I'm stunned that hasn't happened way more. Way more. Considering how solid the goal kicks can be from top-level professional keepers. So, I'm just surprised it hasn't happened with more regularity. But I thought the Bellingham goal was clean as a whistle. I didn't see anything there. That's kind of desperate times from Norway in a game where Holland had nothing going. Nothing. And Sheldrup, by the way, Norway's first goal, fluke. That was a cross that went in. That was not a shot. And to give you an idea of how tired everyone was, did you notice how many Norwegian players raced to Sheldrup to celebrate that goal? Almost none. That's how exhausted everyone was at the 30th minute. That was crazy. Now, England wins the game in extra time 2-1. Jude Bellingham, 2 goals. I need to read this stat to you. Because, Jude Bellingham's 23. A couple stats. One, do you know how many goals England have gotten in this tournament from players in the Premier League? 0. That's the first thing. And I've been saying for years, English players need to kind of spread their wings a little bit. It's a big world out there. England haven't won a World Cup since '66. You might want to play in another league to learn something. Seriously. And lo and behold, what's happening? Their two biggest players, Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham, are getting paychecks in German currency and Spanish currency. And for a while, Bellingham and Erling Haaland were getting German currency on the same team, Borussia Dortmund. Germany's a pretty good league. But this Bellingham kid, man, he did not have the best year in Madrid. He didn't. But he's 23. Here are the names in World Cup history since 1954 to have multiple 2-goal games in the knockout stage. So not one, but 2 games in the knockout stage of a World Cup where they scored twice. Here are the names. Your boy from Hungary, Sandor Kocsis, in 1954. They would eventually lose to West Germany in the final, one of the great finals of all time. Pelé in 1958. A player who was nearly as good as Pelé 4 years later, Garrincha for Brazil. He had multiple games of multiple goals in the knockout stage. Maradona in 86 against England and Belgium. One of those goals was with the hand, I understand. And Jude Bellingham this year. That's the list. There have been some good players in this tournament. That's the list. Zidane didn't do it. Messi didn't do it. Ronaldo never scores in the knockout stage, so whatever. It's true. But the list of players to score multiple goals in a knockout game twice in the same tournament: Sandor Kocsis of Hungary, Pelé, Garrincha, Maradona, Jude Bellingham. Bellingham's special, man. Special. And he took a lot of heat in Madrid, like a lot of them this year, including Kylian Mbappe. So those Madrid guys who came under a lot of criticism, flying right now. Flying. And I don't know if Jose Mourinho in Real Madrid's the one to lighten things up, to lighten the mood. We'll see how that goes this year. But Bellingham is something else. And for what it's worth, I believe I mentioned this numerous times on the show. If Harry Kane gets any help, like any help, Kane had like 50 goals this year for Bayern Munich. If he gets any help, England are winning their first World Cup of my lifetime. So that was a tough game Saturday. Like, it wasn't aesthetically the most pleasing game, but again, they're in 44 degrees Celsius weather, so it felt like. And they're doing this thing called running a lot. So Thomas Tuchel is the manager of England. And he does an interview with a guy named Gabriel Clark of ITV. He's the Kyle Bukauskas of ITV and English soccer, except he's hated. Kyle's loved. This guy's kind of hated. Because he's been doing interviews after games and before games forever. He's not afraid to get in your face with a question. Mourinho has wanted to kill this guy 7 times over. Like, that's the kind of reporter Gabriel Clark is. And now there's a big debate going on about whether or not this line of questioning was appropriate. So I'm going to play a couple clips for you and for Azo. And let's have the discussion more for you, listening and watching. Could give a damn what Azo thinks. But after the game, again, England have just advanced to a World Cup semifinal. Hasn't happened a ton in my life. And the line of questioning here to English manager Thomas Tuchel, who is German, and maybe is a bit more blunt than other English managers I've heard, was fascinating. Because he starts off saying he's not happy with the performance, but then Gabriel Clark starts talking about the mentality of the team. And basically an argument breaks out on the field in Miami after England advanced. This is how it sounded.
Made life very, very difficult for ourselves today. The result is fantastic. We're in the last 4. It's amazing, but not happy with the performance.
In what sense?
In every sense. Because, again, the commitment is there, but we made life very, very difficult for us in the way we played, how we played. Sloppy, a lot of technical mistakes, not fast enough, not repetitive enough. We were lucky today.
Was that the occasion, getting to the players?
I don't know, it's just...
mentality thing?
No, nothing. Oh, it's no mentality.
Well, if you're not happy with the players...
This is pure mentality. How can you ask about mentality now? This is pure mentality. It's not about mentality.
No, I mean, when the players had the problem, was that the mentality? What was
There's no mentality problem. This is pure mentality. This is pure mentality. You can bottle it up and sell it. This is, yeah, so where's the problem for mentality? It's the quality of our games. That's it. This has nothing to do with mentality.
Viper in the chat, not a good message to send to your team. Let's run all the sound, Azzo, and then dive in, because I think it's important to hear all of it. So that was the initial exchange that kind of got people's attention. You could hear English fans and the team singing to Wonderwall in the background of that, which is now the thing that England do. It used to be Sweet Caroline, but they changed it, and I'm glad they changed it because Oasis is amazing. And if you don't like Oasis, you're a loser. It's true. It's science. So Thomas Tuchel of Germany kind of laid it down in a very unique way after a major league victory for England against the best striker in the world in Erling Haaland. Like, they shut down Haaland. Some English, his teammate, Gahey, like some of the English players on the field there, John Stone's like, damn good performance. Really good performance against Haaland. So now, this Gabriel Clark of ITV in Britain has this exchange in the back of his mind with the manager, the German manager. Next interview, Jude Bellingham, who just scored 2 goals in the biggest game of his life, arguably. Also ran around in 44-degree heat for nearly 90 minutes. He was subbed off eventually, but nearly 120 minutes, to be accurate. Here's how that exchange went.
He's actually not very happy. He said he was disappointed with the performance. There could have been more in many different ways.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah, I think he obviously believes there could be more from the team.
Yeah, it's difficult out there. It's difficult. It's a tough shift. All the players have put in a very tough shift. So my thoughts and appreciation goes to the players who was out there who put in a great shift yet again.
That's a 23-year-old kid saying that. Telling his manager, who's won Premier League titles and a Champions League, by the way, to stick it. Thomas Tuchel's no punk. Like, let's be clear on that. He's an excellent manager, especially in tournament soccer like this. Excellent manager. But Jude Bellingham, who quietly is turning into the actual leader of the team, God love Harry Kane, and I do. But that was an interesting response. So now on the podium, and a lot of you who watch Canada operate and Jesse Marsh realize there's like numerous media obligations after these World Cup games. Like, there's the on-field, and then you got to do the podium, and there's mixed zone. There's a lot. So the manager of England, after the comments that he made on the field, I think he got to the podium maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, and he realized kind of what the narrative had become. And I got to give him credit. Like, he tried to clarify a bit, but he didn't run from it. This was England's manager, Thomas Tuchel, at the podium.
Impressed with the shift that they put in, the effort, team spirit, the belief, the belief and to overcome adversity and to dig in and find ways to win is on the absolutely highest level. They cannot get enough praise for that. But I'm also a football coach, and I think we can play better. In general, I think it was not a high-level game. I think we had better games in general. We had a lot of momentum swings for both teams. And I think we just got lucky in decisive moments. I'm not saying that we are lucky to win, but we are lucky in decisive moment, and it could have gone the other way. And there's also nothing wrong. No one ever denied that you need luck to go in tournament football. You need moments where you're lucky, otherwise it's just not possible. I see no harm in admitting it, and that's just the way I felt.
Chris in the chat, team spirit.
Did hear spirit in there.
I heard spirit too. Okay, a couple things. In terms of Jude, first off, in terms of the reporter, let's talk about the reporter, because again, his name is Gabriel Clark. Azul, do me a favor. Can you find Gabriel Clark ITV and just let people have a bit more context on who we're talking about? He's not new at this. He's been doing this a very, very long time. British television, quite frankly, encourages reporters at times and pundits to really press buttons and to really have a go. It's not like hockey commentary here in Canada, where it's a lot softer and careful is the word I'll use. It's not like that over there. Like, it's not Stephen A., but at times it's kind of like more critical than that. And that's what television stations in England kind of go for. And a lot of countries for that, just along those lines, to be fair. And Gabriel Clark is getting destroyed this morning. And what he's being accused of is trying to sow discord in the English team ahead of arguably the biggest game in 60 years on Wednesday in Atlanta against Argentina in a World Cup semi. I'll get to the whole rivalry of that in the coming days. I'm not going to do that here. That's going to be fun going down that road. But there's a lot of people ripping on the reporter for that. Now, the only thing I heard in that is I don't know if the context was given properly to Jude Bellingham in terms of what was said by Tuchel. It was close in terms of being disappointed. It was close. But I don't think the context was 100% given there by the report. And there are a lot of people really on this guy, Gabriel Clark, for framing it in this way. And as a whenever, you got to throw it up. But I do believe in that moment he has to ask that question. Like, he just got a clip of England's manager saying, "We got lucky and I hated the performance today." As they're winning. It's
a bit of an older picture of him. But...
No, but that's the deal. Yeah. That's for the listening audience. It's just a shot of Gabriel Clark holding an ITV microphone in a typical shot of Gabriel Clark. It is a slightly older photo, but that's who we're talking about.
There's one here where Mourinho looks like he wants to
Mourinho wants to destroy. Can you do me a favor? Grab that one.
Okay.
Because the clashes between this guy and Jose Mourinho when he was running, I mean, any number of clubs in England, whether it's Man U or Chelsea or Tottenham for 8 minutes, were first rate. I should grab a couple clips tomorrow. We'll have the time. But I don't think the question was out of line. Mourinho wanted to choke him in this.
Yes, he does.
Oh, this is when he was at Madrid and he was still getting access. This is a Champions League game. Mourinho looks like he wants to hit him. He wants to RKO him. He does. This SOB asked me, what? And there are moments where Gabriel Clark has a very punchable face. I've been accused of that myself.
Sorry.
Azul says it all the time.
I didn't mean to say it.
But I don't think the question was as out of line as people are suggesting, and I don't think he's some traitor to England because he asked it. Because that's what's being framed today. Did you have a problem with the questioning?
I didn't.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, you want to add?
No, I was just going to say, just to follow up.
We are a talk show. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but to follow up on what he said, like when he was on the podium afterwards, to clarify, he's kind of right. Like, you can be lucky, but to be lucky, you got to be good. And he felt they can play better. And why not? You're in the World Cup. You need that going into a tournament, especially into the semifinal. Kenny's up. You want to try and bring the best out of your players. I got no problems with him calling him out.
Now, in terms of Jude Bellingham in that moment, I kind of love the response from Jude Bellingham.
Of course.
You are exhausted, okay? Like, imagine in a World Cup quarterfinal, you just scored 2 goals. Like, for the second time in that knockout stage. Like, you scored 2 goals. And you're done. You're spent. And this little snot-nosed reporter is telling you, your manager wasn't happy with you. Like, generally. Not specifically to him, but manager wasn't happy. And, like, you're Jude Bellingham. You just ran around the Azteca Stadium in Mexico for like 120 minutes or however long he was on the field for. You scored 2 goals. You just do the same thing for close to 120 minutes in sweltering Miami Heat. 2 goals. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. And I understand it. And when he says, I want to honor the players and what happened here, boy, does that carry weight in the room. I don't care how old you are. He's 23. Might as well have been 35 saying that. And I'm not saying Harry Kane wouldn't have, but in that moment, it was Jude Bellingham with 2 goals who got the interview. To be fair about it. So I have no issues with what Jude Bellingham said. Now, there are a lot of people who have issues with what the non-English guy said in Thomas Tuchel. Here's why I have zero issues with it. And not because England were like horrible. I didn't think England were horrible at all, given the quality of the team they were playing and how tough the game was. And I don't know if Tuchel was responding to the wire incident with the spider cam. I don't know if he's specifically talking about that. I know generally Norway had a lot of good moments. But I didn't think England were as bad as some people painted them out to be, considering the game they just had in Mexico City, which was insane at like 10,000 meters above sea level at the Azteca.
And the Mexico fans come
And the Mexican fans.
They were
like,
them up.
that was kind of a tough environment. That's why I was leaning Norway in that game. England may be tired. And maybe it showed at some points in the game, right?
Yep. No, and Jude has a right to, like, give me a minute to just enjoy this.
But here's my main point. Let me get to this one, Azul, because here's my main point on Tuchel. In previous English administrations that I've seen, especially recently, a guy named Gareth Southgate was running the team, very defensive-minded coach. Going back 2 years when they were in the Euro final against Spain, 4 years ago in the quarters against France, the 2021 Euro final against Italy, or in the semifinals in 2018 against Croatia in the World Cup in Russia. That game they should have won. This English team has always given me the following feeling. Our talent will carry us through. Don't worry about it. And that has been true to a point. Because as much talent as they've had, and you can go back to 2002 and that English team that went to Korea and Japan, South Korea and Japan, that lost to Brazil in the quarters. That team was 100% good enough to win that World Cup. Beckham, Lampard, Gerrard, you name it. You name it. That entire team. Probably should have won the tournament. English soccer's biggest problem has been this. An air of entitlement. It has been misplaced. They haven't won anything since 1966. Anything. What Thomas Tuchel tried to do with those comments, both on the field and at the podium, was simple. Enjoy it. I know that wasn't good enough. And France, Spain, and Argentina are standing right there. Get a grip if you want to win it. If you want to enjoy it, sure. Sing Wonderwall all night while everyone high-fives each other. But Thomas Tuchel is trying to like push them to a place they've never been before. So you got to be pushed. And there's a part of me that thought it was kind of brilliant what he did. Because he knows after the Mexico game that went 120 minutes, and that game against Norway and Miami that went another 120 minutes, you might be tired going into Argentina. A game where you're going to need some emotion. Well, guess who provides the emotion? Boom. Your boy Tuchel. There's no Maradona on this Argentina team. There's history. But this generation doesn't know the Argentina rivalry like that. So who's going to be the foil? Who's going to really piss you off and get you going? This team's exhausted, England. They played good soccer. They're exhausted. Thomas Tuchel did the right thing. Where's the new spark coming from? Because sometimes in tournaments you need it. He provided it. Tuchel's not dumb. I think it was kind of brilliant. Now, in terms of what happens against Argentina, that's a coin flip game to me. It really is. I think it's a coin flip game. But in terms of motivation, I don't think this is going to hurt inside that English camp the way people are describing it. I think anyone saying that is really self-conscious about English soccer history, and I understand it. But I thought, A, it was true, and B, it could reap some serious dividends come Wednesday in Atlanta against Argentina. Don't get me wrong, Argentina's fresher. No question. They are fresher. But Bellingham looked about as pissed off after that game as he did throughout the entire game. Look out. So I'm fine with it. As well, generally the strategy of Thomas Tuchel. Were you okay with it?
I'm okay with it too.
I was okay with
Fans
it.
should be too. I don't get why they're jumping on him like that. Yeah, sure, enjoy it, but you got another game coming up that's going to be probably your hardest game yet. You're right. You got to step up. And Jude gets to be a leader, to your point.
Of course he does.
Saying that goes a long time in the room, but there has to be an even point. I think you nailed it with they just rely on their talent to get them through.
Graceful shutdown in the chat. England are honestly being slept on by many of you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. In my opinion, England-Argentina winner will win the World Cup. We'll get to that a little later.
Messi's first time ever playing England? Because the last time they met, he didn't play.
I believe this is his first time.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I believe it was his first time. And listen, man, it's been like if you want to have yourself, like I know some of you are on vacation, you're off school, you're kind of chilling out, you know, and hopefully you're in the shade if you're outside. If not, you're inside, you're kind of keeping cool. Dial up some Argentina-England World Cup videos. Like, there's been some games, man. Games. I'll take that stroll Wednesday. That's going to be fun.
But again, you're playing good enough until you're not, right? Would you rather be more prepared for it or less?
But that final push, Tuchel's point is that final push since 2018 has been missing.
Right.
England's been good enough to win one of these tournaments since 2018. No question about it. Where's the push? Because it feels like, especially in the media too, not just internally in the English Soccer Federation, but in the media, it's like we're in the semifinals, we're clearly going to win.
Yeah.
Nope. And sometimes they played like it. There were plenty of games where I thought they were good enough to beat Italy in the 2021 Euro final. Mm-hmm. They were good enough to beat Croatia in the 2018 semifinal in that World Cup. They were good enough. I don't think they were good enough 2 years ago in Spain. And maybe they plateaued in Qatar against France. But like a few of those, definitely good enough. It's the mentality of, is it good enough? But like back to the point of Tuchel getting mad about the question of the mentality, I do appreciate what he did there. Because to get through a game, like when you get through a game when you don't have your best stuff, that is top level mentality.
Yep.
In any sport. You can see it. It's clear as day. And I think maybe Tuchel thought he was going a little far with the criticism and wanted to act and kind of rein that in a little bit. But I do agree with his take on the mentality. To run around for 120 minutes like that in that heat, come on, man. That's mentality. I agree. So England get through. When all that ended, they had no idea they were taking on Argentina. They had a feeling. Argentina, once again, a sellout in Kansas City, Missouri. For Switzerland, Argentina. Wow. So Argentina are dealing with a much sterner test than they thought, especially in the second half. Switzerland played a good front end of that second half. Very good. And it was 1-1. And then came the moment that everyone's kind of talking about, and it was a second yellow/red card on striker Breel Embolo of Switzerland. Now, at this point, I can't leave this up for a while, Azar.
Yeah.
I can't stress to you enough how well Switzerland are playing in this game. Like Messi set up the first goal on the corner from Alexis McAllister, but like kind of drifted a little. And they weren't getting a ton from other avenues. And Switzerland have an experienced back line and midfield. Very experienced. So they were taking control of the game pretty well. So Endoy scores for Switzerland to tie the game up at 1. Everyone's like, whoa. Again, this is an Argentina team that just got out of jail against Egypt. So for the listening audience, let me describe to you what I'm looking at here. Number 7, Embolo, who plays for Rennes in France, is already on a yellow card, okay? He throws his right leg into number 5 of Argentina, Paredes. Plays for Boca Juniors. Been in Europe for years, but he plays in Boca Juniors in Argentina now. Embolo started diving well before he threw his leg out. Paredes didn't really touch him at all. And it's a dive sequence that you see now and again, but you have to pull this off properly to not get carded for it. It is very dangerous to do if you are already riding a yellow card. Very dangerous. So this idiot for Switzerland, what does he do on a yellow? This. So the Portuguese referee at the time says yellow card Argentina because that's how it looked from his angle. VAR goes, je m'excuse. Come to the monitor, please. So the Portuguese ref, and he is without question the top referee in Portugal, goes to the monitor, sees what you're looking at here, which is about as clear a dive as you can get. The other thing you need to know is that before this tournament, one of the many rule changes and one of the many directives from FIFA towards its officials was one thing. Bring down the hammer on diving. So the ref goes to the monitor, looks at this, comes out and says, yeah, yellow card for number 5. No, it's not a yellow card. Yellow card on 7? Bomba. And I believe as a Portuguese referee, he said, bomba. That's 2 yellows on 7. Switzerland, who had tied the game and had the upper hand, it appeared, are down to 10 men. And everyone's crying corrupt. 2 things. 1, 100% number 7 should have been sent off for that. That was idiotic. You know why that was idiotic? That was like midfield. That was nowhere near his own net or the opposition's net. He was trying to get a free kick like on midfield. Who cares? You're on a yellow. Watch it. Second reason I like this is if you're like, I hear people all the time, and usually people who don't watch soccer a lot go, man, I hate the diving. Do you hate the diving? Then that's a red. You know why? Because then it gets it out of the game. How many guys in the next 3 games, 2 semis and a final, are going to pull this act? Ask yourself that. I got news for you. None. This was an idiotic move for Embolo, a decent striker. He's not like top level, but he's okay. That's crazy what he pulled. Crazy. Switzerland were going to win the game, it appeared. Nope. Done. If any of you out there criticized this red and has criticized diving in your life, you are dumb. Because the only way you get diving out of the game is to make sure this guy walks in front of 1 billion people on television. Watch the semifinal tomorrow and Wednesday. See how many of these types of dives you see. And I'm talking about the type of dive where a guy clearly kicks his leg out and looks for contact. Watch for it. Watch for it. I don't think you're going to see it. That was a shocking decision, but the correct one. And it was shocking because you don't see it to that extent. I applaud the Portuguese ref on the field for doing that. Applaud. Because you're not going to see that tomorrow between France and Spain, and you're not going to see that Wednesday between Argentina and England. You might see some other shenanigans, but I don't think you're going to see that. The only way you get diving out of soccer is to punish that. And I'm glad they did. And I don't think Argentina played as poorly as some people made. Again, people made it out to be like Argentina and England never even showed up. Like, relax. Relax. It's the World Cup quarterfinals. There's good teams there. But they got the job done. Boy, is that going to be a game on Wednesday. Boy, is that going to be a game. By the way, Sid Seixeiro Show on Sick Media, 90-minute shows tomorrow and Wednesday. No coincidence. No coincidence. Azzo, what did you make of that yellow card controversy?
No, I think it was the right call too. Especially after the way, not only did he go down, but then he kept grabbing his leg. Like he actually did take it. Like it's the playing into it afterwards too. That was even worse for me.
GRGE in the chat. The sniper got that guy good. Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it was playing into it though. After he fell to the ground, grabbing his leg, like he did get taken out. Then when you watch it again, he didn't. So it should be a yellow.
Jesus Dominguez, pathetic ref. Disagree. I thought the ref made the right move there.
You think it's Portuguese?
No, I'm just saying.
No.
You know me.
I do think it was a clear dive. And it should have been another yellow. Yeah.
By FIFA guidelines, that's a yellow. Remember, he didn't give give the guy a red.
Right.
He gave him a second yellow because he was an idiot. And Bolo was an idiot about the entire thing.
I think people jumped up because they thought it was an automatic red, but it's crazy.
No, it wasn't. No, because
but it was playing into it to me when he fell down and he was grabbing his leg even more. And then you look at it on VAR, like he didn't really take him out.
It was disgraceful.
To be grabbing your leg like that after like the guy didn't really touch you is kind of crazy.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, no, it is. It's playing. That's the diving you're talking about. Like, not only do you get taken out, but then you play it up when you go down.
Sean in the Yukon. Good point by Azo. He just didn't go down. It's true. Azo knows soccer.
I know how to fake things.
You do.
I can call a faker out in a second.
Azo knows how to fake things.
Anyway.
I had no problems with any of this discourse from the weekend.
And it's only because it's
Like,
Argentina.
I had none.
People are getting up in arms about it, right? And it's the VAR stuff that's going around. Like, of the 48 teams, all the teams have had a VAR intervention against them, except for one, and that's Argentina, has not been intervened by VAR.
Well, give it a second.
Yeah.
Give it a second. Row Live in the chat. How will FIFA finesse this next game? I don't know.
But see, that's the point. Everybody thinks it's always Argentina who gets away with something.
Chris in the chat. Azo knows ball. Hey, it's Cliffy in the chat. That's what she said.
Turkaloo?
That's what she said.
It's pretty good.
Chris LaRose in the chat. Can we get a Sid holding Azo on the Titanic type shirt? Oh,
Who's
a
who?
Jack and Rose.
Yeah,
who's
who?
Jack and who's Rose?
You're on.
I'm Jack. I'm more of the vagabond.
What?
Or are you Jack?
Yeah, you're on the plank. I'm
Rose. I'm entitled. I'm
exactly.
from Philadelphia and I'm entitled.
100%. You got it.
Finally, we got a bunch of other stuff. We'll save it for tomorrow.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
Just wanted to read you a headline.
Oh, we got two things.
Yeah.
First off, read me the headline.
You want
And
me to
then
do that
and then
first?
and then we'll do the referee thing.
Okay.
Do the headline first. So I'm walking past Azo's computer and he's got a headline up like a Canadian soccer headline. I went, what does that say? Azo, read the headline for me.
So the headline reads, Canada men's national team striker Jonathan David turns down Turkish club as Juve approach Matteo Pellegrini, per report.
Pellegrini or Pellegrino?
Pellegrino.
Pellegrino.
Sorry, Pellegrino, per report.
Read it one more time for me.
Canadian men's national team striker Jonathan David turns down Turkish club as Juve approach Matteo Pellegrino, per report.
Okay. So, just so we're clear, the striker that Jesse Marsh would not take off against Morocco and should have been taken off at the 55th minute in Jonathan David and didn't score a single goal outside of the Qatar game is being asked by his Italian team Juventus to leave. And his replacement, a 24-year-old Argentinian who played at Parma last year, who had more goals than he did. And here's the worst part. Jonathan David was offered to a Turkish team. I don't want to be insulting, but when you enter the I'm playing in Turkey phase of your career, things aren't going well. That's the nicest way I can put it. You make good money in Turkey, but that's not the normal career trajectory. You don't go from Juventus to like Besiktas. That's not how that goes. If that happens like that, where you go to Juventus in Italy and like Galatasaray or Fenerbahce or Besiktas are on you, it means one thing. Your career is going in the toilet. And some of the smartest soccer people around know it. The defense of Jonathan David in this country has been ignorant and short-sighted, and I'm really disappointed to have seen it. Really disappointed. It lacks intelligence and a view of the soccer world. And this story, if Jonathan David ends up in Turkish soccer next year, no disrespect. Again, Atiba Hutchinson played there for a long time. You can make good money there. Good money. But that move from Lille to Juventus to Turkish soccer, guys, that's not how that goes. If you're doing well, that's not how that goes. Not a good sign. Not a good sign for one of Canada's most important players. I'm just saying.
And that came from Italian transfer guru Nicolo Schira. And here was the actual tweet he sent out. It said, Jonathan David has turned down a rich bid from a Superliga club in the last hours. The Canadian striker has a contract until 2030, €6 million plus 2 million as bonuses with Juventus and doesn't seem interested to join Turkish club. #transfers.
Because those Turkish teams will pick up your salary on a loan. Like, for people who don't know what a loan is, it's basically another team is paying you the exact same money, but the team that owns you just needs you to get minutes somewhere and play because you're not going to play on their team. They like you, but for this season, they'd like you to either get experience or clear your head. And Jonathan David is in a clear your head type mode. Whoa, if Juventus is asking him to do that, to kid in the chat, so Juve saw what everyone who knows ball saw during FIFA. He's a slow guy who can't finish. Yeah, we all saw it. Jesse Marsh didn't see it, but the rest of us saw it. Yeah, keep Salib on the bench too, Jesse. By the way, someone at TSN had the bright idea to bring Jesse Marsh back on after the England game. I turned my TV off. I left. Hope it was a good interview.
And to your point, Juventus had
I
already,
need to hear that guy talk again for the next 2 years.
Juventus had already picked up someone else. Like this other the kid who's coming from Parma. He's like a second guy they're picking up to kind of replace.
Who else did they pick up?
Didn't you have somebody that they had picked up from?
I can find the center. Juventus transfer window buys.
Completed a transfer, 19-year-old Genoa starlet Jeff Ekator.
I love you. I'm convinced that's not how you pronounce it.
Okay, no, I know. I was trying to. That's why I was hoping you'd find it.
I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
But again, a lot of teams haven't done like. Oh, Jeff Ekator?
Because that's better. That's exactly what I said.
That's not exactly what you said.
Ekator.
From Genoa.
Yeah.
He's from. They didn't pay that much. They paid like 18 million.
19 million. I'm seeing.
Yeah, 18, 19, whatever. But he's like he didn't have a great year last year either. Like that's the other thing.
Bringing in two guys at the same position.
But it's concerning how like this other guy that they brought in didn't have close to the numbers that David had, and they're still done with David.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what happened to Jonathan David when he got to Italy. Someone's got to figure it out. His career cratered for club and country. Something's going on here. It'll come out in the wash somewhere, but my God. Oh, yeah. But that's fine. Don't sub off Jonathan David. It's good. Everything's fine.
The kid from Parma they picked up finished 13th in Serie A last season.
In scoring?
Yep.
Down here for scoring in Serie A. Finally, staying on the soccer thing. So tomorrow is France, Spain in Cowboy Stadium. You know, here on the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media, we love to look at the refs. Now, keep in mind, Argentina have won a game in this tournament with a French ref and vice versa. So maybe we're making mountains out of molehills here. But considering we live in a CONCACAF nation, which is our soccer federation, and we've seen a lot of things refereeing-wise, this one stuck out. Azzo, please throw up the refereeing assignments for tomorrow's France-Spain game. For the listening audience, July 14th, game at 3 p.m. Eastern, Dallas Stadium, Cowboy Stadium, to you and I. The referee from El Salvador is Ivan Barton. Ivan Barton was the guy who threw out a Paraguayan player for covering his mouth earlier in the tournament against Turkey. I don't know if you remember that. So Ivan Barton is not against shenanigans. And on top of that, from El Salvador and CONCACAF, anything is possible. So what we're trying to tell you is, with a CONCACAF referee in the mix, there's not a bad bet to be made. Go on Betway and take a look, because everything is possible. Like Jack on the Titanic, you could be king of the world. All outcomes are in play. El Salvador referee Ivan Barton is running France, Spain tomorrow. God bless CONCACAF refereeing.
I saw a stat. He's handed out 4 red cards in those last 6 matches that he's reffed. 4 direct reds out of his last 6 matches.
CONCACAF refs.
That's pretty crazy.
No one makes themselves a story like a CONCACAF referee. Yeah. No one. Oh, this is going to be so good.
I'm here for it.
Good find, Azzo.
Yeah.
Very good find.
Wow.
Muse Junkie in the chat. Get your popcorn ready.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay. Wow. I remember a time when I did sports talk, and these Mondays were hell.
Yeah. No.
And there's like 9 things that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll get to tomorrow.
Oh, we will get to tomorrow. Again, 90-minute show tomorrow, 90-minute show Wednesday. Rest of the week normal. Our post-World Cup final show will be 2 hours because we'll probably need it.
Yeah.
And then next Tuesday, programming note, we're going to an hour a show, pending crazy news or pending anything on Kawhi Leonard, which we still don't have this morning.
Werenski becoming a Leaf, whatever.
Werenski becoming a Leaf. If the Leafs have any sense, they'll announce the collapse of the Kawhi deal and the acquisition of Zach Werenski on the same day. That will be the move. That will be the move. All right. Anything else, Azo? You good?
Hit like and subscribe, please, people.
All right. On behalf of Azo and Sick Media, thank you very much for your time. Well, our apologies. We want to get to Anthony Santander, but we ran out of time. You've been watching the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool if you're in the Southern Ontario area. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.